Radio here with Ace Hood. As you can see, he's already at the bar because he got some Ciroc. But I got to say, we just see Ace Hood as a real genuine dude. I salute you. I salute you. Like, this is your home, man. I appreciate that. We need artists like you. That's it, at the bar.
Yeah, at the bar radio.
Yeah. You already know this the king of Philly, man. At the bar radio, man. You already know. Right.
Where to get lit at? You on your own. Just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I've been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act Gilligan on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always tripping. I've been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my bro that came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back. I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, Tuna, you made this?
I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back. I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I've been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act Gilligan on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always tripping. I've been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my bro that came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back. I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planet, this that get back.
Time for another video.
Oh, come on, man. I got family, I got kids, everything's upstairs in the closet, dog. Just take
Money. Money. I love that money.
Lucas.
Money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. You don't really wanna play. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. Money, make you shut him mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say. Stay up out of my way. Cause money, make me shut them off. Keep playing with these goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide. We just multiply, we been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. And use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get erased, what you talking about? Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really want play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These raps is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that Soarin'. She always go ahead and let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, man. And you can never, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you playing the game, then you play by the rules. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really want play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about.
What's going on, CP?
I ain't do it.
Did a female get you choked up while we came on air? Get you a nasty text or something like that?
Choked up.
Oh, for real?
That picture.
Oh, man.
That picture. Let me see.
Was it a fur girl?
We need to get it together.
What's going on? What's going on at the bar radio? You know it's me on 151. Got CP3 and Lady Antoinette in the building with me.
Hey.
Yo.
This nigga voice about to change already. We got a special guest in the building. He won't be on the mic though, but we got Taylor in the building.
Being a pet stay as usual.
Well, at least we hope he's not going to be on the mic.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You might end up on the tape.
You know what? I guess he get it from his owner.
I know, man. Such an asshole.
Apparently Taylor likes feet.
I know.
Yeah, that's what get me. I don't.
He was trying. Taylor was trying to y'all.
I don't know where he get that shit.
So
feet, but I ain't looking at them.
So it took a little longer for us to get on. Our guest will probably be calling in at like 6. So you want to do a quick recap now, or do you want to wait till after the guest call in towards the end of the show?
No, let's do a quick recap. Don't want to dwell on it too long.
All right, go ahead.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, I did my post game. We're going to talk deeply about it tomorrow on Sports in the Hill. But Yeah, because there was some things that disturbed me about some of the things I saw on defense.
Understood.
The offense, once Heineke or the Washington football team lost to the Chargers 20-16, I thought this game would be a victory for the Washington football team, being the Chargers had a new coach and didn't play their starters for any of the preseason. But they had a great game plan. They had a young quarterback, offensive rookie of the year, was throwing the ball quick throws to negate the pass rush of the Washington football team. Uh, Del Rio was calling a lot of zone and wasn't blitzing. And Keenan Allen made the Washington football team pay. He would find a spot in the zone and sit down in it and do his thing. So I haven't had a chance to watch the post game press conferences by the coach and the defensive coordinator, but I will probably tonight or tomorrow. And we'll, like I said, talk about it more tomorrow night. Might have Big Hurt or Dujane on. I got to reach out. They might be on give their synopsis of the game also. But if not, I'll break it down. We'll also cover the last 2 weeks of the Nats, which really don't make the show any better because they have been playing well. I actually watched the game, the last couple of games against Pittsburgh, and they were disheartened. I believe they won today to avoid the sweep to Pittsburgh, a team they normally handle, but it's a different team. They're rebuilding. There's been some sloppy baseball and some bad pitching has been the result of what's been going on with the Nats, but you got to rebuild back up. We don't have Max is in Strasburg, he's on IL, so we're using what we got, and unfortunately it hasn't turned out the way that we would like. But also we'll probably break down what's upcoming for the Nats going into this off season. Maybe not this week, but upcoming because pretty much baseball season.
Yeah,
But the
pretty
Mystics
much.
are doing pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, the Mystics just won today. I believe their game just ended. They defeated the Chicago Sky 79-71. They've been having an up and down season. They're third in the East, currently sitting at 11-18. We haven't really had a chance to cover them like we normally do. I'm going to try to get some time. Maybe we'll talk about them tomorrow night also. I think we want to cover them maybe twice since the season started. So my apologies to the WNBA fans, but we will get back on that coverage. And yeah, it's kind of rough. We were looking forward to a victory Monday, but now we got a lot of Washington football team fans is already going into self-destruct mode. And
They can't do it this early.
it's already, but
Can't do it this early, y'all.
I want to remind all of y'all, it's early in the season. And if I post something that you don't like, that's cool. You can have a different opinion of mine. That's cool. But don't come for me, folks. You know that's not going to turn out well for you because you know I will go live and tag you in it and go in on you and make it go viral. So just don't do it, please. It's too early in the season to be going. It's just too early. I'm not able to name any names right now.
So
Look at you. That's growth.
that is.
It's week
what that-
one.
That's growth.
Now, if it was week 6, it might be something.
Oh, my
It's week
goodness.
1. So it's just, it's too early, y'all. Football is a work in progress.
So there was some other sports that happened last night. Evander Holyfield got knocked the fuck out.
Did we expect anything else?
58 years old, and he took the De La Hoya was actually supposed to fight.
But he got COVID.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last man replacing was Holyfield.
Why? I don't know. I don't know who made that decision.
And then they had to move the venue because California would not
Yep.
give Holyfield clearance, and obviously
They should.
Vitor Belfort, he's a former heavyweight champion in UFC, and he was nice with his hands. He used to be a clip of him basically beating a nigga from one end of the cage all the way to the other. Yeah. That's what he's famous for. And there was wrestlers and stuff, but he was famous for during that whole era where people were getting knocked out, when the Chuck Liddells and stuff. That's what he's from. That's the era he's from.
It don't matter exactly how good his hands are to me in this situation. I feel like
I mean, you're fighting a dude that's 58.
It was mismatched.
Yeah.
That's not right. I did not want to. I'm a fan of boxing. I'm a fan of MMA. I did not watch the fight on purpose. I already knew it was gonna happen.
However, though, Anderson Silva, can we talk about the spider?
Go ahead.
Can we talk about what he did to T.O.T.? I saw the picture.
That's what the picture.
He looked like he was in jail. He was about to get anally raped. Like that nigga was asleep.
I feel like this day and age, you can't set yourself up for certain things because you gonna go viral.
Tito was feeling himself because he beat up an Asian Chuck Liddell. He forgot about the times that Chuck Liddell beat his ass,
Yeah.
and when they were in their prime. And Tito was feeling himself, and Tito knows how to sell a fight. He's very entertaining. However, he is overly hyped. Like I remember when Randy Couture whooped that nigga's ass,
Oops.
and actually slapped him on his ass to be like, "You're a kid to me." And
But this is sparking a lot of debates about these exhibition fights. We know that there are two brothers in particular that have taken the boxing sport by storm,
yeah,
whether you feel it's good or bad. But the question is, for them, should they go up against an actual boxer, somebody who is legit?
so
They get sanctioned, they could be passing the physical and their license.
well, two people,
I
the
don't think they should. They're gonna get destroyed.
two of the winners. Well, two of the winners, because one of the brothers beat a former MMA fighter.
Yeah.
But notice you say former. But go ahead.
But so what's the name? Bellator. What's the name? He's a former champion, and he wants one of the brothers. And I think Anderson Silva wants the other brother.
That's the problem.
And those dudes can legitimately box, though.
And I think that that's going to be a problem. And I feel like that it shouldn't be done. It shouldn't be. There is certain things that you just kind of like, like.
But Lady Antoinette, they need to be humble.
They're grown.
You're
they
right.
Decide to get it. I mean, like I said.
Well, okay,
before,
so last night we got a 50. You're in your 50s, bruh.
He's broke. He got 8 kids.
Who
Holyfield.
He ain't broke.
He is broke. He sold his mansion in Georgia. He is broke. Child support is kicking his ass.
Well, then he should have invested in 8 different condoms.
He believed in God and he didn't believe in condoms. That motherfucker thought that it was just going to be a
Holyfield's a dirty fight anyway. So I ain't
exactly.
too bad he got knocked out.
I mean,
I'm
you
over
know,
Tyson.
it is what it is. You know, he got knocked
But my
out.
thing is that there are certain fights when you hear about it, you already know it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick out. Shout out, and this is what I love about the artists that do this. Salute to Vega Villain. Even after his interview, still supporting the show.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So salute to him.
But yeah, I feel
They
like
asked a question too, but I gotta get the other phone.
there's certain sports. It's like, come on now, that's a bad idea. Like that fake. Y'all heard about the fake high school football team?
Yeah, I've seen some stories about it that got on ESPN. Wasn't even really a team. Shit. Somehow I haven't done, but like I said, I haven't watched ESPN.
It's horrible.
I mean, ESPN is like the BET of sports now.
Right, but what I'm saying is the whole issue with that is that these people lied to get to that point, and they were up against somebody who destroyed them.
They just wanted to get on ESPN.
But sometimes it's a bad thing. Like somebody really could have got hurt because they're thinking they're up against a certain caliber of team, and they weren't.
Yeah.
So they were playing hard.
Yeah, that's what happened in football. The better team is going to win.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even about the better team who was going to win. This was like the NFL playing a regular high school football team. Because the team that lied, they wasn't even at a regular high school caliber. They wasn't really a high school team anyway. So these dudes ran over them. It was embarrassing.
But you don't ask for that work if you don't want that.
You're absolutely correct. But some people, like we see in so many different aspects of sports, keep asking for that work. And I'm like, somebody's gonna get hurt really bad.
You know what? But here's the thing. You remember there was a video before Mike Tyson did the celebrity joint, but it was a video of Mike Tyson training, and you saw his speed, right?
Yeah.
At 50-something years old.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I'm going to say, yo, Mike, let's slap box. I don't want that type of work. I know from when he was at WrestleMania and he pulled the punch, and he didn't even really mean to hit Shawn Michaels.
Right.
First of all, the speed of that punch that's not the camera. That's fucking Mike Tyson punch. And Shawn Michaels said he tapped me and he broke my jaw. He said he legit not a pole punch.
But here's the thing: not every man that's Mike Tyson's age is gonna hit like
That's true, but
that's not the norm.
that's true.
We talking about people who fit in the norm category. Evander is almost 60 years old. Why was he doing what he was doing?
I guess if according to CP3,
And my thing is,
this kid should be grown.
for
We
people,
got 8 of them. We still got some little young crumb snacks out there.
but hold on, but for people to pay, I would be so mad.
So then some folks, like you say, don't like them, wanted to see them get knocked out. So that's what they say.
Honestly, I would have paid to see him get knocked out.
I'm not a fan either, but I wouldn't pay to see them get knocked out.
I'm not paying my
I wouldn't
money.
see them
I would.
see-
There, imagine if
So
you
let me-
bought the tickets to this fight, right? And you thought that the fight was going to be between this man and this man, right? Then this man get COVID, and so they replaced this man with who? Nah, I would have been
So let me just say,
furious.
I'm gonna tell you like this though. My mom was I was a big Mike. My mom loved Mike Tyson, and you know we from New York. But then she got on a religious kick, and then she loved Holyfield.
Right.
So I really wanted to see Mike Tyson knock the fuck out of Holyfield.
Did you want him to bite his ear?
Holyfield's a dirty fighter.
He
And-
headbutts, we know.
And when I watched it, and when after I thought Mike was crazy,
He is
but then-
crazy, though.
he is. But when I actually watched the tape and they show it, Holyfield
He headbutted him.
he knew how to trigger Mike Tyson.
He
knew
which
how to
buttons
trigger
to
him
press, yes.
to make him not fight the way that Mike should be fighting. And he's smart, but he's dirty. And I've been waiting for a long time for a nigga to really just whoop that ass.
So you were fine with him biting his ear off.
So he just
I feel like
I
that's a
wasn't-
little crazy.
I wasn't fine with him biting. I think he deserved it.
I didn't. My thing was Tyson had a theory behind me because if you watch boxing, Holyfield, he leads with his head when he
And
comes
he
in.
headbutts.
And
He does that a lot.
One of the side effects of steroid use is your mass in your head becomes thicker and stronger and more deadly. So Tyson kept on leading in with his head. The ref wouldn't call shit.
Yep.
Right.
So Mike snapped and did what he did despite his head. I mean, he got gloves on. You can't really hurt a motherfucker. Put a blade out and stab him like fuck it. Best thing my bike.
So I was fine with that.
You gotta be off to bite a man's piece of his flesh off.
So I
Let's
was,
be real, okay?
yeah, but I was fine with that.
I was in shock, but I was like,
I was like, baby,
I was like,
you
oh,
went
damn,
crazy.
damn, then he tried to do it again. I was like, oh.
So,
It's just
so
piece of it all.
I was fine with that, and I was fine with his ass whooping he took too. That he just took.
Well, only
Yeah.
But see, this is different though. I feel like this. First of all, stupid of him, and anybody on his team to agree to it. But I would have been really angry. I would have been really angry if I thought that I was going to see two men fight and then one catches COVID. Okay, we can't control that, and they replace him with Holyfield. I would have been furious.
All I'm thinking about now is that meme with the pizza here, but
See?
I couldn't get the pass. It's like Tyson. That's all I could think about.
Shout out to DJ Nasty Nice. He has a new mixtape out.
All right.
The $1 Million Project. Renegade has like 2 songs on that joint.
Okay, that's what's up.
I gotta send him some exclusive shit that only I really have. But shout out to him. Contact DJ. He actually has physical copies. He's selling them for like $10. Contact him. It's a great project. Great different artists on there. A lot of artists that actually been played at the bar. Erica Brown has been is on there. Backpack Meech is on there. Vega Villain, I believe, is on there as well. So definitely salute him. DJ Nasty Nice. Oh, and salute to DJ Nasty Nice for being a real DJ. Because now I gotta go into this shit that I witnessed yesterday. Salute to my man DJ Grip. Always come prepared.
Yes.
So DJ Grip was at a show yesterday. 35 tracks. Yes, 35 tracks on that thing.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
That's a whole lot. So DJ Grip was at a show. He was doing his thing. He was spinning. Another DJ showed up, and all he showed up with was his laptop. And he couldn't perform, and he wanted to really use DJ Grip's equipment. And Grip was like, nah. If you go on the war, you ain't got a gun. What the fuck are you there for? I'm not gonna give you my gun to shoot and me be defenseless. So, I salute to people like Nasty Nice. I salute to people like Grip that really DJ. And there was another DJ that came later, and all he did was just play song after song. He didn't mix. Like I seen Nasty Nice at the Coalition DJ event. He set the bar that made everybody step their fucking game up that night. Like I see, like fucking Grip was mixing at my nephew's party.
But like I told Brooke, that's a lost thing right there. Like that talent. I feel like people are losing it.
It's true because the DJ is an art form.
Yeah.
Just because you got a fucking MacBook and a controller don't make you a DJ.
And a playlist.
Yes, and a playlist. Nigga, holding a gun don't make you a shooter if you ain't never fired a bullet. And that's the problem with these motherfuckers. They calling themselves that and they don't even know the fucking art. And I know people that know the art, so then it just pisses me off when I see these weak motherfuckers calling themselves this.
Yeah.
But definitely we want to salute. I had to get on my soapbox for a minute. So I definitely want to salute Nasty Nice. We gotta get you back on the show. Y'all want you to come down here and actually, we can set the other table up and you DJ and show these motherfuckers what real work look like.
Because entire party.
Hell yeah, but he, and truthfully, tap in with me, people, because he's the Coalition DJ. He does a show every night. He has over, don't get it twisted with Facebook, he has over 1 million. He got Trap City Radio. He has over 1 million listeners. But you gotta tap in, and your shit gotta be good too, because your shit ain't garbage. We ain't even gonna send it to him, I'm be honest with you. You be like, nah, we ain't sending that shit.
But I mean, real talk, shout out to the good DJs out there. And DJ Nasty Nice, he'll tag me in something in a heartbeat. Like, hey, come look at this. And I check it out. Like,
definitely.
Y'all know you gotta get on that. You gotta network.
Definitely. We got some pouches too. We got Tiana Tasty left some pouches from the event.
Thanks, Tiana Tasty.
So salute to that. So
I hope CP3 got his own.
Me too.
Because he always trying to steal mine.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Where your taser at though?
So you was going to taser for a pouch?
Is it your
always got a knife, man.
No, that's not what I asked.
If you got a taser, then I gotta have a knife or something.
But I didn't have a taser before, but you always had the knife. I'm trying to even the fight over here.
I just asked, were you going to taser for a pouch?
Yeah, he probably would.
There's only two. We might have to have.
Taser gonna get you. I think he got my back today.
Taser boy.
Nigga!
His birthday coming up. He can get his birthday.
So speaking of dogs and abuse,
Right.
we'll segue into Jaheim.
Right, Jaheim.
Apparently he put that woman first, but he didn't do nothing right by his dogs.
He put himself first. He been looking real bad lately. Him and the dogs don't have no food.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It was a lot of animals.
But real talk, I'm not trying. This sounds so mean, but like he looked like he on that stuff. And let's be real, a crackhead is not gonna take good care of a dog.
He had a lot of dogs. I don't know if he was breeding them or something.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but it wasn't a good situation. Oh, he throwing shade.
That's a lot of shade there.
That's what they
That's
do.
a lot of shade.
They snip.
I've been in Jersey, but goodness.
I mean, when you go to because they don't have bars. They have like basement clubs. I'm saying when you go in there and folks to the bar right there, they don't even go to the bathroom. They just sit right there at the bar. Yeah, you see that?
What fucking clubs do you hang out?
I've never been to one of these situations in Jersey. I've been to Jersey many times.
DJ Nasty Nice, if you come down here, you're not allowed to hang with some people. She got some wild shit going on that we can't be a part of.
No, Philly.
No, you told us before it was Philly.
No, Philly.
So look at
But
you.
we had
Jersey.
But we had some crazy shit happen in South Jersey.
I'm sure. Yeah, but here's the thing: you have crazy stuff happening everywhere. You can't blame the area. I think that the common denominator
It's you.
It's you.
Jersey, great.
No, it's you.
Like Patterson.
Yeah. Hello.
Exactly.
So
I know Patterson very well.
Me too.
So I didn't get to hear the song, but you had heard the song that Drake. I don't understand how does Drake leak a Kanye song?
Because someone in Kanye's team gave up this Drake. I mean, gave Drake this track.
Okay.
And it starts off really strong. I mean, you got Andre 3000, you got 3 Stacks on it. Come on, we ain't heard from him in forever, right? So, right, and
Yeah.
he spoke out about the track itself because it was full. So that was the thing. And personally, I feel like it was full for so many reasons. Number one, Kanye is not gonna he's not Drake. Drake will put somebody on his song and they outshine him. And Drake will still put it on his album.
Yeah.
Kanye's not gonna do that. Andre outshined Kanye in this song. That's number one. And then the verses were mismatched. It was
That's
like they
cool.
were on 2 totally different songs.
Yeah, one nigga was on Revenge, the other was talking about some real shit.
So in Andre's verse, I mean, it was real good. You know, the album is Donda, that's Kanye's mom, and Andre in this particular song was talking to Donda West, asking her to pass on a message to his parents that are gone.
Oh,
So it was real deep. It was, I mean, it's classic Andre. So I
Yeah.
was really proud to hear it. And then here comes Kanye.
with some fuckboy shit.
I was like, we got this over here, positive, right? That's like heart wrenching, like, oh man, you know. And then you got Kanye talking trash about, he was talking about Drake. And remember, I remember like it was like an announcement that was made that he wasn't going to diss Drake on the album and blah blah blah. So the song was pulled already. So technically no, but it was, the intent was there. He was talking, he was bashing Drake. Then Kanye starts singing, and we've heard Kanye sing before and it was bad. So he kind of started singing, it was already bad, and then he went into some weird thing. I am not trying to be funny. He sounded like he was having some type of medical emergency in the song. You guys have to listen to the song, but it sounded like he was having some type of medical emergency in the song. It did not sound pleasant. And then he ended it with the audio from a video that we have seen of DMX and his daughter on the roller coaster. And he's like, I got you, baby. Daddy not gonna let you go. So it ended really strong. It started strong with Andre.
And it lost the way.
It went completely wrong. Like it was a hot burning mess. And then it ended with DMX.
So DJ Nasty Nice said he wants to send me he got a new song he wanted to send in.
Okay.
So definitely. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out. So if you have a choice between Certified Lover Boy and Donda, go get Nas King's Disease 2, or go get the $1 Million Project.
Don't get either one. And matter of fact,
go get the $1 Million Project with DJ Nasty Nice.
There you go. And then you
35 tracks of no
what's
bullshit.
Kendrick's little cousin name that just came out with something? I can't remember his name, but real talk, I heard the first song, it was good. I was feeling it. And Kendrick actually threw shade at everybody.
Oh, that's great. I love Kendrick.
They're not going to say anything back because Kendrick was, oh my God. I'm gonna pull that up because y'all
should. Kendrick should.
Kendrick was just like, he was coming for everybody's throat. And nobody said anything in return.
Well, you know, the funny thing is when Kendrick and like J. Cole say something, people gear up, but they don't really want that word.
Baby King. That's his cousin.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Check it out. Oh, and AZ Do or Die 2 just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. Nigga, the Do or Die was my shit. AZ, one of the most underrated lyricists in the game. Do or Die. AZ. Real talk.
But this is so check Kendrick and his cousin out, Baby King. Check out Nas. There's still some real.
It's some good music. And check out DJ Nasty Nice. He's on the live. Yep. Tap in with him. He just did
immediately
$1 Million Project. 35 tracks of the hottest indie artists out. Some of these niggas, a lot of these niggas is just ridiculous. I know because Renegade's on that song. I wouldn't be stamping this shit if I thought it was some bullshit.
Right.
Like on some like on some realness. And shit. Definitely tap in because I think he'll probably need, if y'all need to pressure this nigga to do a volume 2, like real talk. And just make it a series. hit that nigga up, be like, y'all want to get my shit on it. Oh, but it's it's also support the project. It's $10 for a copy. Just definitely do that. Ain't much, some of y'all niggas spend $10 on weed all day long. So I know you can support
$10.
this. But it's for more than
I'm
yeah.
about to say.
I'm sorry,
The currency value.
Right.
okay, my
yeah.
bad, my
I
bad.
don't smoke, but I know it's more than $10. I can say that. Right. Yeah.
Shit.
Double that, then that's like the minimum. But yeah, I mean, I will say that there is still hope for hip hop out here, and unfortunately, like last week we were talking about Kanye and Drake and how it was some trash. There is hope. Since this past week, I've come across so many things that kind of made me feel a little more comfortable.
So, unfortunately, I got some bad news I got to report on this.
Um,
So, unfortunately, rapper Pop Smoke gravesite was vandalized.
yeah. Did you get that? I sent that over.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful.
Disrespectful. This, like, I don't even understand that. Like, let that man rest in
They
peace.
pulled the casket
Get out. Yeah.
Like, bruh, what mess are you on when you go? This man is gone. He's not a threat to you. He's not disrespecting you. This man is gone.
True.
And he can't even his body can't even rest in the grave.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me?
And then on some other sad news, I don't know how sad it is because I don't trust these people. But Nicki Minaj's husband had to plead guilty, and he can actually face up to 10 years because basically when he moved to California, he didn't register as being a registered sex offender.
Right.
So he can actually wind up going back to jail and serving 10 years for this.
Yeah.
Like,
but for me, I feel like this. You know this. I don't understand how this was done, and he acted as if he didn't know. When you were sentenced, the first time you had to register as a sex offender, they tell you these things. I'm confused as to how he put himself in this situation. So it is sad because they have a kid, and this kid is gonna have he's dealing with possibly not being in his kid's life all this time. But at the same time, you can't feel sorry for him under these circumstances because you already knew what it was, and you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
I got some breaking news on the sports front.
go ahead.
It looks like Ryan Fitzpatrick will be out for a couple of weeks with the hip subluxation, whatever that is. I don't know. I found out more, but that's what this came across. It looks like Taylor Heineke will be starting for the next couple of weeks.
Your dog Taylor's gonna start?
If he can get that check.
But I mean, Taylor in the last year, had some good moves.
Oh yeah, he definitely had a good game in that wild card game and looked good today, coming in off the bench. But now that you're the starter, teams are on the game plan for you. So now it's a whole other aspect.
Right.
Was he just good because they didn't know who he was? Now they had film on him. Now they're going to prepare for him. Is he still going to be able to play at that same level now that teams know who he is? The game he played today, besides that first possession that he got when he came in for Fitzpatrick, to me he played pretty well. Like I said, that fumble by Gibson I feel like was the determining factor from the momentum. But for the most part, he had a good game. I've already went over his numbers in the post game. It's like 11, 15, 122 yards, touchdown, no interceptions with a +15 quarterback rating. But yeah, with they didn't really look in sync on offense. He had him moving the ball, but as we talked about previously, they need touchdowns. So
yeah.
But that's just some breaking news. We'll talk about that more tomorrow night on Sports in the Hill also. And also next Sunday, my sister's birthday is on the 20th.
All right.
She's having a brunch at the Blackwell Hitch.
Blackwell Hitch.
Yeah, I heard
Alexander.
I heard they're pretty good.
They
so
are.
if you guys want to go, let me know. I'll let you know. I'm gonna probably partake and step out to the front.
Of course you would.
So next Sunday we will not be having a show. I gotta cancel with Chef Rock because Renegade does have a performance at the event. So we can always broadcast there if we need to. And but he'll be performing next week. So I mean, it starts at 3, but you know, being that black people throwing this, so it'll start at 3, but won't start till 4.
But yeah, happy birthday, sis. And her brunch.
You should get her a Victor watch.
She's actually doing something at the club on Friday. Might.
Oh Lord,
So
I'm scared.
Uh-oh. Trying to find that future Mrs. CP3.
called Old
Oh yeah, that's a cigar bar. Of M Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Trying to find that future Mrs. CP3.
But wait,
On the cigar right now.
hold on. Y'all notice that every time you say something, I'm like, oh yeah.
I know you've been
I hope
already
y'all
been.
don't judge me.
That's why I'm running it by you. I know you've already been there, or you know.
Yeah, OTO's it's what's up. I haven't been in a while. I haven't been to either place in a while, but both are really nice establishments. Blackwall Hitches on the water.
So also, I guess DJ Nasty Nights has another tape called Hood Famous Part 2 coming out as well.
All right, look at him. He pumping out all this
And
stuff.
Nasty Nights, I put my email address in there, so if you want to send the song, send the song. We're waiting on new Champ Money B to call in. We interviewed him a while ago when he was doing the Cha Cha joint. We actually played some of his songs. I was introduced to him through Alexis from Limelight Management. So that's why we network.
Alexis.
That's why, you know, shout out to them. That's why we network. It looks like the Browns is beating the Chiefs.
Yeah. They had a great game in the playoffs last year. Kansas City won.
Yeah.
But the Browns definitely turned around, trying to get to a
They
championship.
need to, because
I mean, they're playing some good ball. Yeah, I was
Okay, well,
historically,
landing on my bench.
he just sent me the song. I'm about to play it real quick as we wait for Champ Money B to Champ B to call it. I'm not saying your whole name, nigga. If your whole name is longer than my real name, it's a problem.
It's a pimp named Slickback.
oh, here we go.
That's the whole thing.
You know what? You know what, CP3? I'm not dealing with you.
Say the whole thing.
I'm not dealing with you.
Head on.
You
It's not Mr. Slickback. It's not Mr. Pimp. It's a pimp named Slickback.
come on.
Live life, be yourself. Don't worry about nobody else.
You know what? I love when people send me something different.
Mm-hmm.
That's got the rock joint to it.
Indeed.
The beat was cranking. I like the joint. I like the joint, honestly. If I didn't, I would tell you.
Definitely different vibe, different
I
feel
like the
to it.
beat though. The beat that
Yeah, the joint did rock. I
the
listen to
guitar
some,
joint.
yeah, I listen to some rock, not the guitars and beats. But it's something different, you know.
If you've ever watched him, this is like, yeah.
Get you up in the morning.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to At the Bar.
What's going on, man?
It's been a minute, sir. It's been a minute. How are you?
Oh, yeah, it's been a hot minute. I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
We good. We good. We got the crew up in here. It's me, 151, CP3, Lady Antoinette.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, bro?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Man, we doing good. We doing good, Mr. Cha Cha.
Yeah, man.
I think when last time I interviewed you, which is me and CP3, Lady Antoinette doesn't know you. So could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself so she can, get familiar with you?
Oh, Champ B, aka New Money Champ B. Last time I was on here, I think I was just about to drop my project Cha Cha.
Yeah.
But now, well, actually, with my project, it was a single. But now I'm working on a joint project with my dog, Dear My Kev, and that's gonna drop September 17th. So I'm on here to promote that. My boy gonna call in a second. He on the road actually,
Okay.
but yeah. So from Birmingham, Alabama, representing for the Dirty South.
Definitely. Um, you got a question, Lady Antoinette?
Um, Birmingham. What's the scene like down
Well, to be real, you know it's kind of rough as far as like the inner city and even just the rap game for real because everybody we don't know we so big but yet we so small, and we don't understand how to work together with each other. But I think it's coming along now though. But I actually moved to Atlanta to try to get in on that, black entertainment district.
here? Yes.
Birmingham's just a little too slow for me.
Okay.
So how long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta almost 2 years now. I think the first time I talked to y'all, I had just moved to Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah. So what is the bigger difference from Atlanta and Alabama?
Well, of course, just the simple fact that I'm an alien in a sense. I'm not from Atlanta. It's gonna be different for me. It's not like at home because at home I know everybody. But it's very much about the status out here. And at home it ain't. At home you could pull a chick a broke down Honda, but in Atlanta, man, you ain't gonna pull a homeless person in a broke down Honda. You gotta have status out here.
CP3 said he feel you on
I
that.
feel you on that, dog. It's a big difference.
For real, it's real different, And I mean, it's more like I ain't never really been anywhere besides Atlanta where your Instagram followers matter more than your bank account.
Damn.
I ain't been down there in a while. Hey.
Man, what? They try to equate the two though. I guess they be like, oh, he got all these followers there. He probably got all them dollars too, but I don't know.
Hey man, fake it till you make it, man. Go buy some followers and say fuck it.
Go buy some. Oh,
Be selling followers on there, man.
But get some for free.
Shit, I ain't figured, man. I've been on Instagram 3 years, still like 1,600. Yeah, they don't like me.
I got people waiting to be accepted.
I guess I gotta start showing some skin.
I don't show no
Oh yeah, you need to have that private.
Yeah, mine private. Well, one of mine. Here.
You got a question for him, CP3?
You had the success with the Cha Cha joint, and I know the last time you didn't have your partner. Was that this one? He didn't have didn't he have a partner?
No, this one he has a partner. Last time he was by himself.
Okay, yeah. So what's the next move? Since you had that success with that album, and now folks are, feeling you and like, okay, they're listening out for you. What's gonna be the next move to try to, piggyback on top of that success to try to keep gaining ground in the game?
Well, with the Cha Cha, I really haven't pushed it how I want to push it yet. So it's out there, but I'm really gonna put some money behind that and try to get that going. I dropped the project in between in between this project I'm about to drop and the Cha Cha, and that was called 4-Piece Hold the Fries. It was a little EP, and it had 4 tracks on it.
Okay.
And so I'm after I drop this project with Dear Michael, I'm gonna really push Cha Cha and my EP. So I just got all those marinated right now. If they catch on right now, they catch on. But I'm gonna push them to where they ain't gonna be able to run from it.
As an artist, you should always be working. So I definitely feel that. You got anything, Lady Antoinette, you want to ask them or?
Your upcoming work. Can you kind of describe what's to come for you? What we're gonna hear, the track, the stuff you're releasing this month. Can you give us a little insight on that?
Yes. So the project is called We So Different, We the Same. And it's because me and my boy, we both, like, my whole brand is the alien. I feel like I'm an alien. I'm not from here. And my dog, he wears a mask. And so, we did a track together, and I was just like, man, we need to go in there, put something out, bro, because I feel like we could combine our people, our supporters. And so the project, is very, I don't know how to put it, it's very different for sure. But I think it's a very mainstream sound for some independent artists. Let's put it like that.
So how did y'all go about choosing the track? Did y'all work with a particular producer? Do you have your own producer? Does he have his own producer? Like, how did y'all go about choosing the tracks for the project?
Well, that's the thing with us. Like, we vibe so well together. It didn't really matter who produced. So, but I had a couple producers that I was working with myself, and one of them is named Headboy Beats. Headboy Beats out of Africa, and bro hard. So he lives in Africa, and he sent me stuff over. And actually, I was working on one of my projects on that 4-piece, and there was another producer he was working with. He sent me beats over with, and so that producer ended up hitting me up. So he sent me a couple beat packs over, and I checked them out. And so me and Michael went in the studio, and we worked on we really worked on every beat he sent me. We put a song to, and the reason our project actually was supposed to come out on the 7th, and we had to push it back because after talking to the producer, he lived in Germany. I thought he lived in Africa, and he was part of the Headboy Beats camp, but he wasn't. And he started telling me, like, I needed to go put 808 Mafia tag on some of the beats, and so I'm just like, bro, what we running? Did bro give you these beats, or are you using them? Like, it was just too much, so we decided not to use his beats.
Yeah.
And so now. So to be real, we just used all my boy Headboy Beats, all his beat packs. He sent me some more, and then I got another producer who's real hard out of Chicago. His name that's Phantom.
So DJ Nasty Nice, salute to my brother DJ Nasty Nice. He asked a question. What is the hardest thing to do as an independent artist?
The hardest thing to do is to obtain and maintain funds to fund your investment in this music industry.
That is correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole purpose of being independent. You don't have anybody helping you. And a lot of people don't understand, you know, simple ways to fix that. You know, you can get your credit score up and go get a loan from the bank, or, you know, just hustle it out and grind it out. But, you know, that's the hardest thing, because then when you do have the money or whatever, you don't know where to put it. You don't know who, you know, it's a lot.
Well,
Sure.
this is and honestly, and it's not towards not towards you anything. This is what a lot of artists fail at, because a lot of artists, they'll spend money on clothes and stuff like that, but not on promotion and in promoting the project. You know, they'll look good, but when you go to their Spotify, it's like a thousand plays because they haven't promoted the song or anything. Or you go to their YouTube, they spent $500 on the video, but they didn't spend $200 to promote the video. You know.
Nah, yeah.
You know, so I think.
But I think what a lot of artists get caught up in, though, is the whole viral sensation. You know, everybody think that they video hard enough to go viral or you know, word of mouth, but they don't realize that all this stuff is now monetized. So a lot of stuff don't even get shown for free no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pay for it to get seen. So, you know, people just gotta understand what's going on the business side. Like this, you know, I told y'all this last time. You know, this is not a music game. It's a music business.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people just get lost, though. They get lost in the camera. You know, the camera make anybody look good.
It do. So, real quick, Miss Big Girl Bank, I got the song that you just sent. We'll be playing it a little later after we finish with this with Champ B's interview. But also, the DJ Nasty Night says, you know, what inspires you to keep going? Because
I think I got a few things that keep me going, but one thing that's for sure is, like, I never been a quitter with anything. I always feel like whatever you start, you should finish. And so, you know, I started this. I invested my time. I invested my money. What I look like walking away, when I actually feel like I know the recipe, I just need to, you know, cook a little faster and cook, you know, be a little bit more on point with my cooking skills. So that's all I'm working on. And then I got family, friends, you know, it's a lot that actually drives me, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna finish what I started.
Okay. Lady Antoinette, you got something for him?
I mean, I just want to know, down in Atlanta, you know, when you doing something or performing and inviting us. What's your next?
So look.
Gonna put them on the spotlight.
Right now we in the works. Hopefully everything, you know, paying out how it's supposed to. So October 15th, we're gonna do an album release party for this project we about to drop, and it's gonna be at a mansion. Oh. And we're gonna put the tickets on sale on Eventbrite. They're gonna be $25 up front and then $40 at the door.
All right.
And so we're gonna have some people. We're gonna have a couple people perform, and then we're gonna perform at 12 that night on the 15th, and then we got a Halloween party on the 16th at the same mansion. So that's what we're working on right now. So y'all definitely can come down.
Y'all doing back-to-back the 15th and the 16th?
The 15th is the album release / costume, and then the 16th gonna be the actual Halloween party.
Trying to kill everybody.
What you do, man? 48-hour cookouts, 48-hour party, man. I told you that's how we roll, man.
First of all, you know, nigga, I ain't know.
Yeah.
Do you actually have a question, CP3?
I just feel that, man. I'm just gonna piggyback off of that, man. Yeah, 48-hour cookouts and parties, baby. That's what it's all about.
Make sure you give us that info, because I mean we bring people down there too. So
yeah, I mean,
oh yeah,
you have the flyer. Send it. Even if we can't make it, we'll definitely post the flyer and share it. You know, DJ Nash asked another question: was, do you consider yourself an artist or an entertainer?
You said, do I what now?
Do you consider yourself an artist or an entertainer?
Oh yeah, I'm both. You know, to be a good entertainer, you got to be an artist first. So I'm both. You know, like I don't, you know, my creativity. That's why it's like right now what I'm doing with the music, like when I'm working out with producers, I'm like, look, bro, like I understand y'all want to get money now, but if y'all, you know, work with we get a team together and we build, I give you half of the song, bro. I don't care about no money. I don't care about that. At the end of the day, I know I got in my head. I can continue to make songs.
Right.
So it's not like I just made one song and it's gonna stop. You know, and that's the creativity behind it. Like I'm not limited. So I'm gonna always be able to entertain as long as I can come up with something.
Bet. You got anything, Lady Antoinette? You ready for that? You ready when we play that new song?
Yeah.
Um,
And then I'm gonna have some more questions.
So, what can you tell us about this new song that you sent me?
All right. So there's a new song called Evolve. Me and Dear Michael, like I said, we actually trying to show our penmanship and just show our range of music. It don't gotta be just that club and So we talking about some giving a little substance. So it's called Evolve. Dear Michael and New Money Champ B.
All right, let's go. You ready, CP3?
Already know it, baby.
Oh Lord, your voice been changed 6 times. Put your pinky cup down.
Gave me this cherry stuff, man.
Whatever.
You poured it, but you couldn't open the bottle.
It was on the table.
Take beats. Yeah. Can't do the things I did. Can't feel the way I feel. Went through the war storms and came out like the man of steel. I just keep on evolving. Any problems I face, I solve them. I solve them. I solve them. Any problem I face, I solve them. I just keep on evolving. I just keep on. From the bottom to the top, I just keep this whole way like a mop. Green, yellow, red, all the fuck shit. Just need to stop. Singing like a pop star with a smoke. But I ain't turning pop when I'm out in New York. I hit the Millie Rock. My watch costs about $1 million. Don't see this big ass rock. It ain't a rollie, but this motherfucker don't ever stop. I'm from the south side where these hoes like to keep their mouth wide. Got that money, trade love, and how did Michael prevail? Can't do the things I did. Can't feel the way I feel. Went through the war storms and came out like the man of steel. I just keep on evolving. Any problems I face, I solve them. I solve them. I solve them. Any problem I face, I solve them. I just keep on evolving. I just keep on. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, how my old friends turn to strangers. Running up these coins, I'm too busy, I can't see a hater. Running up these coins, I'm too busy, I can't see you later. Designer on my kitchen table, I can't even say the label. No more days to say I'm broke, no. I'm thankful for all of the days that God gave me hope. Never be afraid to grow, no. Every level you share, a nigga, you closer to your dreams. Can't do the things I did, can't feel the way I feel. Went through the war storms and came out like the man of steel. I just keep on evolving. Any problems I face, I solve them. I solve them. I solve them. Any problem I face, I solve them. I just keep on evolving. I just keep on. I just keep on evolving. Any problems I face, I solve them. I solve them. I solve them. Any problem I face, I solve them. I just keep on evolving.
Yeah, we back. What up? Yo. You know what? The thing about that is that's different from when I first heard it.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah.
he was totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact it's called evolving and
There you go.
evolve. I mean, and he evolved. I like the joint.
Yeah.
I like it. It's very well. You get like a little headbanger joint, little clubbish joint, but you got a message in it.
Right.
And
Oh yeah.
I really like that. I dug it personally. Lady Antoinette, what's your thoughts?
I liked it. It caught me by surprise. It was a real smooth, real low key.
Yeah.
A little something
Appreciate it.
too. I liked it. I'm scared to turn my head because I feel like CP3 going Either clean his gun or smoke to it or
You know, you can do either one.
He's gonna say something crazy like, I can get some head on this joint.
something like here. I know it's not gonna be bad, but I'm scared what he gonna say.
It's like the multifaceted song. You can get head to it,
See,
you
here
can
we
get
go.
gun to
He's just
it,
gonna
you
hit
can
all
smoke
of
to it. I feel like you just close your eyes and you can just vibe to the joint, and it got a message. So
There you go.
if you do,
You can't get head to a song with a message.
why not?
He not listening to it.
Exactly. I listen to the beat and watching her beat.
See?
Yeah.
He said at that moment he'll listen to the words again later.
Yeah, I can play it back, man. Play that back.
That knowledge is going.
Hey man, that's love. That's love, man.
Shout out to DJ Nasty Nights, official coalition DJ from the DMV. He said the joint was nice and smooth.
It was.
This is why I be telling artists like, bro, you never know who's going to be on the who's in the comments and who's watching. You know, so when you do send music and you do tap in, like, dog, coalition DJs is like one of the biggest coalition of group of DJs out here right now. You know, they're all over the states and stuff. So you know, he's tapping. You know, he's holding it down with us. You know, but you never know. You never know who's going to be on this show. Who's in the comments.
Hey, I got Dear Michael on the line.
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all feeling today?
Hey, we doing good, man. Yo, we just heard the new track. We like it. But we don't know you, so
Yeah, tell us about you.
bet.
How you doing? Yeah, so my name is Dear Michael. I'm from Kentucky, military brat. And yeah, I met Champ in 2019. We kind of found each other around the studio, and we kind of built a relationship over time. 2020 hit. Obviously, everybody had to stay in the house. We was all kind of divided, but 2021 we came back together, did a co-track with another artist, and man, it just sounded really, really well. So, you know, Champ and I, you know, built a relationship through the years, stay connected, and we was just like, yo, it's time. You know, it's really time to, you know, put a project together. It's really time for us to let these people know like how it sounds to hear us together, right? So that's how we kind of built our relationship. But yeah, I'm definitely a humble guy. I love fashion. I love business. I graduated from the University of Kentucky, and I'm just trying to get my music career off the ground, and I'm really ready to roll, and I really want to be as big as artist as I can and continue to be a better version of myself every day, right? So my music definitely like soul music. I make music for people that just want to become a better version of themselves, right? So I'm not saying like I'm a church gospel person, but like I'm definitely intuitive for myself, and I think people really start to hear who they are when they listen to me, right? So I'm a byproduct to a soundtrack to people's lives.
Okay. Definitely. What made you want to work with Champ?
Really just he had the same work ethic as me, right? So, you know, you get into the industry and you start to mingle around and move around with certain people. It's really just about a vibe, like just trying to find somebody that can work as hard as you, as efficient as you, and as focused as you, right? So like you don't want to be all over the place, but it was just his drive. We didn't really speak too much on just music. Me and him was just really on personal level, just like getting to know each other, just hanging around each other, and just enjoying our presence and continue to grow as people, right? We're more focused on just how do we become better every day. How do we become better people for our families, right? So it was just certain things that him and I were the same in, right? So that's how the title we so different, we're the same came about. It just made sense. So we're literally different people, but the same at the same time. And I think a lot of people will really enjoy a project like that. It's kind of uncommon, but it has a lot of similarities to not only ourselves but other people. So the direction him and I want to go in just made sense for me, and it made sense for him. So it was kind of easy. Like I said, we built a 2-year relationship before we decided to do a project. So that's how it happened.
I like the aspect that you took time to get to know him before you did the project.
And that's important. You need to know who you're dealing with,
It
who
is.
you're working with.
Definitely.
100%.
So now we got you here, and we got you trapped on the radio with us. We gotta ask you some real questions.
Yes, sir.
So what is your Mount Rushmore of music?
Say it one more time.
What is your Mount Rushmore of music?
What is my Mount Rushmore of music?
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. Mine is a little different, right? So I would say Pharrell's up there for me. Pharrell Williams. I would say Tupac, Michael Jackson,
And man, it's like a tie between like a. Nah, I'm just gonna say Jamie Foxx.
You know what? I appreciate that. I respect that. That man can.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, facts.
The funny thing is,
Facts.
I like to ask that question because everybody should have a. Your Mount Rushmore shouldn't be the same as mine because we all hear and feel music differently. So I always like that. Like when I ask that question, it kind of throws them up. Like you don't even need to explain it. Yo, that's your whoever's on your Mount Rushmore, that's who it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Exactly.
This is the first time we heard Jamie Foxx.
it is.
But,
First time we heard Pharrell too.
Yeah, that too. Even though I can understand Pharrell, Jamie took me by surprise, but that man can blow.
Yeah.
That man, legend.
Yeah.
It's not really just about the music too. Like he's obviously an amazing artist, talented, but like the fact that he's able to be a mogul in just different things, entertainment, music, movies, like that's just unheard of in our industry, right? Like, and he's able to be a bigger figure within all of them. He's well respected in all those facets. So I mean, you can't really go bigger than that. And just his influence on our culture is just amazing. So it definitely spoke to me. So yeah, he definitely can blow too as well, right? So it's undeniable.
And Jamie can throw an arrangement together in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and he can tell some of the greatest damn stories
with music. Like he's brilliant. So that's good. I respect him. I like that.
CP3, you got a question, sir?
You got so many influences. You have a nice, vast, different flow of different influences. Where did that come from? Having a wider range for your musical background, that you're not just listening to R&B and rap and that's it. That you have different genres that you dibble dabble in.
For me, it's just like my personal lifestyle is a little different, right? Like growing up as a military cat, I traveled all over the place, right? So from Georgia, but moved around to LA, not LA, but California, excuse me. Then to Illinois and to South Korea for 2 years. Then Kentucky for a long period of time. Now back to Atlanta. Like my family's all over the place, so I just had a lot of musical influence from all over the place, right? And I didn't really get heavy into rap music until like I was about 9, 10 years old. So I really grew up in the church, so I used to be in choir, and I was really heavy into that. So just having the ability to hear different music from different walks of life allowed me to express myself and be able to tap into different musically early in my age, right? And then growing up, you start to find different genres of music and what you really enjoy to listen to. And then you compare it to obviously what other people are going through and what they like to listen to as well. So I think that just me growing up faster and being moved around so much every 2 years gave me a wider expansion of my variety of music.
Right. That's what's up.
I'm about to ask you a tough question.
What's up?
What is your favorite Michael Jackson song?
For me, it's Remember the Time.
Why?
100%. Just the ambience of the song, how it just really bodies a whole culture of a sound and just puts every part of the world into it, right? Like everybody that's on the face of the world when it came out, and even now, it's a timeless song and it bodies everybody. So it resembles everybody. It's not one niche. He's really for the people, man, and that's why he's definitely my favorite artist. I'm sure he's a favorite artist for a lot of people, but it's just he connects to everybody, and he's just always honest with himself through his music, and it's just undeniable. Remember Tom's a classic, and it will always be here to live through his music, right? So he can never really die truly because he's really gonna be remembered forever. So Remember Tom's is a special record, like all the other records like Thriller and just so many more. But Michael Jackson's Michael Jackson, and obviously Janet Jackson's another big figure. So I mean, just the Jackson family is just different beast. So for sure.
So it's interesting you said Remember the Time. So that video was made history, and it actually showed one of the very first videos that showed black people as being kings and queens.
Right.
And it was just, and then all the celebrities and it's a very iconic video. It had black people in it. It was. I used to love to watch that. I know thugs that was watching that video.
But that video was like on point though, and it was long as all. We didn't care.
Yo, I know thugs come down. Oh, Remember the Times is on?
And we would sit there and watch the whole.
Yeah, they watch. Yo, and they would be mad if they don't catch. Oh man, this ain't the whole joint. Or if they try to cut it, they be like, nah, I want to see the whole thing.
The whole thing.
That was
what's up. Eddie, come on now.
Mike
Eddie Murphy.
always calling the problems in video.
He did.
He's the one that turned the world premiere actually came from Michael Jackson.
Mhm.
So when they actually world premiere video, that actually came from Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He made MTV say that.
Mhm.
Sliding videos, taking dudes' girls, and keying out the way.
You mad?
Yeah. Taking dudes' girls, taking kings' girls and shit.
Why? You took your girl to moonwalk?
Nah, man. It's just, Mike was a thug, man. A lot of folks
He
ain't know
was.
that.
And you remember Black and White was banned?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Black and White.
It was crazy. You got a question, CP3?
Um, what is the lasting mark you want to have on this industry? You say you have a positive message, a new track that we like to try to, make you a better person today than you were the day before, which is one of the things that I wake up every morning and say to myself that I want to be a better man today than I was yesterday.
You do?
Yeah,
When did you say that?
a millimeter counts, all right.
Oh, okay.
It ain't got to be a foot. Sometimes it can be an inch or a millimeter.
Okay.
I'm moving progressively, man.
Okay.
That water drop it get to the
Mhm.
yeah. So what's the mark you want to leave on the rap game and on the world in general? You said you want to see men and involve women and men involved into better beings. How do you see yourself being able to make that happen both beyond music? Because sometimes it takes more than just the music to make that happen.
No, facts. But definitely start with the music first, right? So for me, I do so many different facets of just entertainment, but totally for the music, it's really just like I said, if I'm being honest with myself and I'm able to showcase everything that I have as an artist, and want to push the music industry forward as far as the visual, and as far as just music, it's like literally, if I'm able to speak my honest truth through my records, it'll resemble what people are going through, so they don't feel like they're alone, right? So at the end of the day, like if I'm able to just speak who I am, I think that would transcend, longevity within other people, right? Because people love entertainment. Why? Because it's a byproduct to escape, because there's not enough joy in the world. Entertainment is literally a byproduct of joy. And if I'm able to express myself and what I'm going through, it's definitely going to connect to other people to let them know it's okay. You're not by yourself in this world. And I think the audience that I will be able to target will understand that, and they can really be themselves through my music. Not really me. It's a soundtrack to their lives, right? Just I'm the one that's able to say it more efficient than they are, right? So if I can be that person, not only for myself, then I know I can be that for others, right? So that's what I want to leave in my music and evolve every day as I can. As long as I'm working hard, it'll result, right? So I can bring as many people as I can that want to hear that message.
Oh. All right, cool. I have a question for the both of you. You have people coming up behind you. People are aspiring to be where you are, and they're starting from scratch. What would you tell an upcoming artist right now?
All right. First, if I'm talking to any upcoming artist at this point, I'm asking them, what's the end goal? Because everybody end goal differently. But once I find out the end goal, it got a solid purpose, then I tell them, you got to be willing to have some long nights and some early mornings. And then, you definitely got to get your money right. You got to get your funds right. So, you always got to make sure the funds right first before you try to do anything in this industry. That's how I go about it.
Yeah, and just to kind of pick off that, like you said, right, like it's more so just getting the money right. Like if you can find ways to better yourself in your whatever you're doing at your hustle, like just make sure you focus on that before you get into the industry. And also just be real with them, like, you can't do this shit by yourself. Like, excuse my language, but you can't do it by yourself. You need to figure out who you are as a person and where you want to go, and build a team that trusts your vision as much as you trust yourself, right? So, because you're not gonna be able to do it alone, and your team is only as good as you.
Definitely gotta get a team.
So
you gotta get a team.
So I want to chime in because you said something so important that a lot of people don't understand what you just said. So there's no such thing as a solo artist. There's a
solo artist.
Let me explain why I say that. There's a team of people that push that artist to be great. when Nelly came out, he had really came out with the same Lunatics. Um, the record label liked him, so they pushed him, but there was a whole team of pushing him. Like when people act like they made it on their own, no, it's a team that pushes you to be greatness. And when you said that, like, you got to have the right team behind you. That is so important. And a lot of people fail at putting the right team behind them.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, you got to sacrifice a lot more if you don't have a team.
Right.
You got to sacrifice a lot more if you don't got a team.
definitely.
100%.
This is why I love having these conversations like this because you want to talk. Because I can talk to you from a manager's perspective, but when you hear an artist say it, when another artist hears an artist say it kind of rings different.
Right. It does.
You know,
It does.
because when you hear a manager saying it's like your parents telling you something. It's like, you don't want to hear that shit.
Right. Like,
But when you hear your brother say, hey, don't go there. Don't go down there because I got robbed down there. Or don't do this because this is what happens. Then it's a lot different because then you can relate a little bit better.
yeah.
So when I hear artists say some of the same things I've been yelling at people for the last 20 years about, like, it's I think it's a breath of fresh air.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah, nah, man. You if you think that I mean, what I try to tell people with this is like you got to be real with yourself. Ain't no way one person can take down not just one corporation, but a whole bunch of corporations. So you gotta think about it. Like you gotta have some type of backing behind you when you walk in these doors. So them corporations will consume you. That's why I say you'll sacrifice a lot more if you by yourself. They get you in the rooms by yourself, then you confused. You don't got enough heads around, enough people to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't like yes men around me. I like no men around me. Men that's gonna tell me things I need to know. So I keep like Mike knows, like the people that I keep around me, we tight. We stay in the loop with each other. I don't really keep too many around because, when you get to a certain point in life, you realize, they ain't nothing but a waste of time.
definitely.
Man,
Definitely.
we don't never get that back. So time is very valuable. So time management, and like I said, building a team and just believe in yourself because you don't want to build a team that don't believe in you and they just see you as a ticket. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole another story too. So when you got it as an artist, once you feel that innate ability to prosper and just do well, you definitely need people that believe in you just as much as you believe in yourself and make sure you're controlling everything, right? So that's just the number one thing that you got to do. But if you want to be the biggest, you got to have somebody that's going to push you, support you, and tell you wrong from right. Because you're not going to see everything because you're in it, right? And they're on the backside. But that's definitely big your team up, too, because they're not in the spotlight. So you want to make sure that they feel everything that you're feeling. And that's how you keep the movement going, the money going, and that's how you keep yourself sufficient. So it's just a lot of figuring out. It's a long process of longevity of a solo and prosperous and then coming together.
Yeah, you got to put in your 10 years or 10,000 hours.
That's 100%.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Whichever come first.
Okay.
And they'll never stop.
All right. Cool.
And
well, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. I was about to say too, like me and Champ talk all the time. Champ and I, like, we just know, like, we ain't trying to set up for the best because the best not even good enough no more, right? So it's just continue to work and challenge each other to make sure that we don't get stagnant, we don't get stuck, we don't get complacent. So like I said,
Right.
we don't know what the best is, but we know if we get there, then that's not it. And it's just continue to push that threshold, right? So to stay on top of your competition, stay on top of yourself, and you won't always get there. So Champ and I definitely hold each other to that front line. So we're excited for people to hear this project, excited for us to see us. So yeah, we definitely excited for this journey we're on.
Definitely. So, Miss Ains, big girl, big bank, said, yeah, you got to make sure you really want it. And a lot of people do.
Exactly.
You really do.
Yeah, but that one hit wonder come mostly from the business side. They do bad business, man. That's how you a one hit wonder when you don't own your name and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that. A lot of them people sit there and be one hit wonders, but they'll go write other hits for other people.
Well, that's the thing that people don't understand. It's the music business. Um, yeah,
Fact.
earlier this year we interviewed Sunshine Anderson. Shout out to Alexis because she set that interview up for us,
Right.
and it was a if you check one interview out this year, the wisdom that she dropped in that particular interview was amazing. And actually, we got to probably go follow up interview because she actually wrote a book because she's been surviving in the game for 20 years, but she went through and listening to her story and how matter of fact her album dropped on September 11th,
Right.
right when uh,
Everything was
everything was going crazy, which affected her album sales. And then when she had actually went to a smaller label, she had actually signed with Beyonce's father's label. They had a smaller budget, and when they got the numbers back, they were happy. When she got the numbers back, she was like, "What? I'm not used to selling this low," because she didn't have a machine to push her. And it's just her journey and stuff like that. So it's a lot that goes behind it because a lot of people know how to do music, but they don't know how to do business.
Right.
Man. Fact.
Ooh, that burns so good.
Oh my God. Y'all are at the bar, so
We drink, we drinking and then
we
pop
drink
shit
and
on
we
this bar.
converse at the bar. So when y'all in the DC area, y'all gotta come through.
I gotta come through, especially if I come through during well, I would say summertime, but my co-host has said that he plans to grill until there's snow on the ground.
Maybe after
I
that.
grill year round, man. We got the tailgate TV for football season, man. It's on and popping.
And I got
Yeah.
and we got the little thing on the outside, where you can move the grill up top.
It's gonna be on and popping, dog.
I can
Oh yeah.
see him now. He be like, "Yo, we're gonna move the grill up
On
here
the porch.
on the porch. We're gonna move the grill on the porch."
Yeah.
And I got the TV outside. I'm still going to grill.
Damn right. Football season, baby. Don't miss nothing.
Oh Lord.
You're grilling.
So we're gonna, look, I really enjoyed this interview. I really don't have any more, questions. You got anything else, Lady Internet?
Honestly, no, I'm not gonna get into the real ringer. Sometimes I'm making my questions, but they seem like pleasant young men.
Yes,
so.
they do. So real talk. So
I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate y'all.
this is why and we talk about networking and stuff like that. So before I come on, I salute Champ B because Champ B hit me up and was like, "Yo, I got a new single. I want to set up another interview."
There you go.
And when an artist does that, I'm always gonna be like, "Yo, I got you."
Yeah.
He told me what was going on, and then he sent the music that day.
Indeed.
The interview was like 2 weeks away, but he sent the music that day.
I got you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. We appreciate y'all.
But
On it.
but I say that because I appreciate the support, and I also appreciate you reaching out. A lot of people don't remember who they did interviews with last year.
Yeah. And then on top of that,
Oh yeah, nah, man.
it shows his drive.
Like I say, man, every interview I do, every artist I talk to is all the building blocks to where I'm trying to get to go, So I embrace all of it.
And it shows your drive. So we like to support artists that they're about their business.
Definitely.
So we like that. We like to see the drive. We like to see artists out.
Look, I promise y'all, like we feel like this project gonna go platinum. I don't know why we feel like that, but hey, look, we ain't even mad that we feel like that.
If you didn't,
like the cover for the project go crazy.
Let me tell you something. If you didn't feel like that, then you should be talking to us.
Right. If you ain't feel like that, then that means you don't trust your own talent. You
100.
trust your work.
100.
So
Yeah, so if you didn't feel like that, you shouldn't be talking to us. That means you need to go back in the ladder. If you feel like this,
Man.
we're gonna support it 100%.
Well, man, appreciate it, man.
Then I can't have faith in it. But if you got faith in it, I got you. Off this first single, I got you. I like the joint.
Yeah. Nice little food. Yeah. Like, so don't stay. Well, I don't know why we feel like that, because
you should.
Back to work, and we like
Yeah, the work, yeah. No, I just I say stuff to be humble. I ain't gonna hold you.
You ain't gotta be humble on here. We alcoholics.
You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I hang the phone up, I'm be like, man, we know this. We know this motherfucker hard, man. What we talking about? We know it's stupid.
It's definitely one of them ones, man. So, man, it's been
I love
spread up. So we started crying and we work hard for it. So we know the people need it.
Definitely. So we're gonna do we're about to do a quick music break. That means I'm about to take a whole bunch more shots. And then I'm about to get these pouches out from Tiana Tasty, one of our sponsors.
yeah.
Um, and y'all, you stay tuned into the show, but definitely I appreciate y'all calling in. And dude, I was really trying to get y'all. Next time y'all want to do another interview, a follow up after this, we can also do do a video joint. I understand you were traveling. That was one of the issues.
Right.
So but we really,
Yeah.
we out here to support you as much as possible.
And where can we find you guys? Tell everyone on social media, with streaming platforms, like where can they get their music and where can they kind of follow you? Because y'all in Atlanta, you just said it's all about the lights.
Man, what? Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and and Champ B 2_. I changed my name to Champ B 2_. But all my music and everything is New Money Champ B. You can find that New Money Champ B.
Okay.
And for
Twitter, New Money, Google New Money.
Okay. So what platforms is this project dropping on, by the way?
everything, every DSP, every platform we can think of that's getting created, that's already created, is gonna be out there.
Okay.
Definitely.
And you can find my artist name at Dear Mykel, DearMykel, on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and my music is also on Apple Music and Spotify as well. And I got some music on YouTube that you can follow and look at. And then obviously we'll be dropping this tape, and I'll be dropping some of my music following that. So we're definitely staying locked in with all of us.
And Mykel,
I'm sorry. Could you get with New Money Champ and either leave that spelling or something in either my inbox or in the comments of the show, so that we could I actually go through and I support artists. If you go on Spotify, whatever, I go through, download your stuff. I got another fella, my man Jamil Barnes with Cruel Intentions. He's a DJ. He goes through your stuff. Is on Amazon. He downloads and buys it, and we actually do support.
and Mykel,
Okay.
tell us about the mask. I forgot about that.
What about the mask? You want to ask why I got it on?
Yeah, what's going on with the mask? Tell us about that.
Oh, okay, yes. Oh, yeah. So the mask for me it's not really like it's crazy because I put the mask on a lot earlier than everybody wearing all these masks now, right? But it is what it is at this point. It ain't tripping. But I really put it on just for the standpoint of me being able to do music for me, and like I said, for the people that I believe that will gravitate towards it. So nowadays in our generation, it's more so about people loving about the artist and their personal life more than their own music, and it's like where's the thin line at? So I want to come out as an artist with a mask on, just for you to judge me for my performances, judge me for my music, judge me for the things that I'm building with my team, and then obviously we create a relationship through that, right? So I just want you to judge me for that, not what my personal life is talking about, not what this is going out, because that can confuse my audience up front, and I want you just, like I said, to hear me, and that's why I put the mask on.
Okay.
All right,
Understood. I just started a new page, so I just liked y'all for my new.
Okay.
But you guys know.
Oh Lord. CP3, you got any questions before you let them go?
No,
Any comment?
just keep grinding, doing what you're doing. I like your message, and just keep believing in yourself and pushing forward. Eventually, you're gonna get where you want to be if you keep believing in yourself like y'all been.
Also too, CP3 is a producer.
Appreciate it, man.
So if you're looking for some newer tracks and some different tracks too, CP3 he produces as well.
Yeah. Beats by CP3. Check it out on SoundCloud. Anything on there, let me know. Most of it got drops on it. Some of it don't. And some of the people that stole some of my beats already.
All right.
Got to trademark my shit.
All right, so we just about to. I'm about to play this joint. It's a renegade joint. It's on the $1 Million Project Legacy for DJ Nasty Nice. And yeah, we thank y'all. We thank y'all for coming through. And look, as soon as y'all drop another single, or if you drop a video, let me know. You know, we definitely play it, and we definitely want to look forward for a follow-up interview with y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
Please leave.
I'll let y'all.
Please leave me the information though, especially when the project drops. So, like I said, I actually go through on my Spotify and I download it and stuff like that.
Most definitely.
All right, cool. So,
Y'all hold it down.
y'all, we thank y'all, man. Y'all, we honestly thank y'all. We love when people come through the you know, reach back out to the show and you know and think about us and you know and do a follow up. That's a blessing.
And do that in the future. You got other projects. Let us know how you're doing.
Okay, we got you.
We'll do.
But we also take artist referrals too. So if you got an artist that's hot, don't send him if he's trash, because then I'm gonna call you and be like, this nigga was trash. But if you got another artist that was similar to y'all, you know, send them our way.
All right, we got you. Y'all take it easy.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Russell Westbrook soon.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that as soon as we get back. We're gonna do a quick music break.
Oh, you ain't seen that?
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick music.
Great bands on my face with the Carlton sweater. I already know my worth. Why would I ever sweater? Ain't even famous yet or locked up. They sending letters. Got enough time for revenge, but I've been no vendetta. They looking for the worst. They know I've been getting better. Always keep your family first and rest pop out when you getting cheddar. Mistaking me for who I used to be. It's been a pleasure. Cause I've been getting different type of cheese with this feta. I hear some evil, see some evil. Ain't no Helen Keller. A lot of shit ain't worth my time cause it don't fit the schedule. My two pockets been eating, that's Hansel and that Gretel. Hit that pressure running the game, I still need a medal. It's a cold when your face touching on that metal. Time ain't never give us no breaks when we used to go pedal. Ain't no hate in my blood, I got a score to settle. Don't think that you not catching the seat when dancing with the devil. The legacy, who the fuck I'm supposed to let ahead of me? My unborn, they gon' be mostly eating instead of me. When I'm on, my dogs be on it, we on the pedigree. If I'm wrong, I better tell you niggas what it better be. I'm locked on, she gon' always get what she want, man. If her top strong, at the top wondering why you came if you was blocked off. Shit just always been the same, I'm pissed, I cannot stall. Grandma gave me this mindset, cause I was dropped off. Switching up over some bread, dog, that is not law. Thought that you shit eating some sushi, I am net raw. Fuck what I shoot for the moon for when I show my ass off. Keep a couple down, read down for that work, I'm on call. Why you think they look up to me? Cause I won't fall. Snapping on everything I touch so I can prolong. When you talking money to them, I tell you it's foreign. I'm back on my mama shit and I'm back up in my true form.
I'm gonna play one more song. Someone sent me one, and I want to hear what it sounds like.
Look at that.
Yeah. Pour the liquor in my cup for the sympathy. Blood filled with gas cause it helps me mentally. Shades on cause I know these bitches eye me. Keep a hitter to the left cause I move righteously. Wanna tag along but they don't know the price of me. Mean as hell on the mic, can't chill if you ain't nice as me. And I tell a bitch that's how I feel. No apology, society. Got these models thinking they can body me, but honestly, in the whole career real with these thoughts. I don't take a bitch serious, that ass got them on. I'm a lyricist, baby, they rewind when I talk. When I spit in the booth, artists begging me to get on. I was bitten upon the disappointment. Mama loved me, but wasn't planning on me. I gotta thank her, she ain't leave me lonely. Was by my side more than any pistol that's been on me. With her, I stayed safe. Now I'm dangerous, homie. Yeah. I put a spell in the game, and now it's mine. That's why I get their ass dismissed. She spits, but I am the shit. Let that nigga love me slow, then make him leave quick. Guess he didn't know that I'm a whole G with it. Nobody's meal ticket got them all in their feelings. Call him it cause I think these hoes need some healing. Per usual, cause every time I'ma kill it. Ay, I make magic when the beat's spinning. Your favorite magician. Ay. And when they doing all that rah-rah, I appear like wildlife. Make them poof like tie-dye. Show these niggas my true colors like tie-dye. COVID showed me I can't even trust a high five. Guess the hating shit contagious, word around no eye. Since they locked up R. Kelly, I can catch a vibe. Amazes me, my favorite singer is a pedophile. That shit too wild, but anyways, back to getting on you bitches' case. Gonna be brief cause y'all ass, pretty much what I had to say. Y'all fake it till you make it, I stay down to shit shake. Only time they see me cap was on my graduation day. Yeah, your man was on my grounds, but that don't mean he got to play. You gon' fucking money up out here thinking the wrong way. Bitch, I'm Big Bang, female Copperfield in this thing. I made magic in the booth, I'm the black Hermione Granger. Yeah, yeah. Spell working nice. That's why I get their ass dismissed. She spits, but I am the shit. Let that nigga love me slow, then make him leave quick. Guess he didn't know that I'm a whole G with it. Nobody's meal ticket got them all in they feelings. Call him it cause I think these hoes need some healing. Per usual, cause every time I'ma kill it. Ay, I make magic when the beat's spinning. Your favorite magician. Ay.
No, she said her favorite singer. Yo. So I really like when people send us something different.
Yes.
And I fuck with this joint that she just said.
And
She
it
said
got a message.
she said some real shit in there though.
I like it.
She said, yo, my favorite singer's a pedophile.
I mean, that was a struggle that
That's what I liked a lot because it's a real line.
Right.
There's some facts in that shit.
Right.
She spit a lot of facts in some of the shit that she said.
The TV dad was spiking people's drinks.
Yeah.
Whether they knew it or not, that's a whole nother story. But the fact that he was even putting some type of drugs in there kind of blew my mind. He was doing what? What? The TV dad was spiking drinks?
Yeah.
I mean, some of them knew he was spiking the drinks. I'm talking about.
I mean, you gotta think about it. During the 70s, some of that stuff was. You can't. The thing about it is you can't.
The fact that the TV dad was dealing with.
But he did do it though.
Right.
I can't say that.
He said he did it. He took the drink. If he was doing it by himself, I'm still blown away. The fact that he was sleeping with other people other than his wife blew my mind. Why? Because we had this image
of Bill Cosby.
You know, folks.
No, at the time when I was young, I did not know.
So
to find out that
he was on a pedestal. So like I said, you don't have to agree with the line, but I still think it was a good line.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But no, when she was probably talking about R. Kelly, obviously. Definitely. But that situation is real.
Yeah.
Because it's like people are like, okay, if we cancel R. Kelly, that means we cancel all of his catalog.
I mean, and that's the thing. Even like talking, remember we had a conversation with Grip, and he was like, for a DJ, they love the catalog, they just don't like his action.
Right.
And it's hard to decipher. For me, I'm just like, yo, fuck the nigga.
Well,
fuck the music, fuck everything.
It's hard to separate him from the music, especially when we heard that some of the songs was written for this little young girl. And then age ain't nothing but a number.
Clearly.
Like with Woody Allen, Stanley Kubrick, all of those guys that we know are pedophiles, but the white community still watches their movies and do their stuff. But That's
But
what
we
that,
ain't
that's
talking
what I.
But
But that's what I understand.
no, but see, CP3, this is why I disagree with that because it's like I don't give a fuck about Woody. I don't fuck with Woody Allen.
No, I don't either.
And
But they still play it.
You're saying that his community still does. But see, at the end of the day, if you have values for yourself, then you stick to your own values. You don't care what they do over there.
No, my like I said before in the show, my outlook on that is the same way I look at athletes. When folks will be like, "Oh, he's gay," yada yada yada. I'm like, I only care about what he does on the field. As long as he does his job, then I'm cool with it. Whatever's off the field, that's off the field. That's his personal shit. I look at the same thing with music and people in any other field. They might be a fucked up individual out of their profession, but if they're gifted in their profession, just like Kevin Spacey, coming out gay and supposedly molested. I'm always been a Kevin Spacey fan as an actor, and I still watch Seven to this day. I still watch a lot of his movies because
that movie deep.
Oh my God, it's a classic. So I understand where you guys are coming from. I'm not saying you guys are wrong for feeling that way. I just have a different perspective.
Well, no, the issue, like for me, is when it really became an issue in a conversation.
But
I was just like you. But then they came out and said he wrote "You Are Not Alone," the one that he wrote for Michael Jackson, right? And he wrote it for a underage female that was pregnant by him when he made her go get an abortion. So he wrote that song to make her feel better. If that's true, it's kind of that song now has been tainted in my mind. AJ ain't nothing but a number. That's right there. When the song first came out, we was all singing it.
Nah, I scratched my head when I heard it.
Nah, I was like,
But here's the thing. Listening to the song and be like, that message is a little different. And then when you find out this was his life, it's like it hits even worse.
But the thing about that is in a Kevin Spacey situation like this, and I'm not justifying Kevin Spacey. However, I'm still wondering if you're a 17-year-old, what are you doing at an adult Hollywood party?
I mean, but that's just like with the young girls that were out
because
doing the same thing. But then you have some dudes picking them up from the house.
But so and this is something too. There's some people that were victimized by R. Kelly, and there's some women that were young but they chased R. Kelly too. They're not the same to me as the people that victim.
Well, I feel like this.
That's just my personal.
If you know that they're underage,
you shouldn't have touched them.
There you go. If you did
and
not know, then that's a whole different ballgame.
But there, and here's the thing, and when we were younger, when R. Kelly first came out, there were plenty 17-year-old women, young ladies that have been like, I want R. Kelly.
And they would have went after him. But R. Kelly, see, the difference is that if they were saying, I want R. Kelly, and they were lying to get to him, and that's how they got to him, that'd be different. But R. Kelly knew their ages, and he was with it.
And he was still with it.
Huh?
What?
I said when I had my situation, Lil Shawty was playing R. Kelly. The one that it's ironic.
What situation was
it? A little young girl. Remember he told you a little young girl?
A young joint that wasn't even legal. I ain't know.
Oh, she kept trying to attack you?
No, she was. Would you say she pulled up in what kind of Mercedes?
Like a Mercedes Benz on like a Thursday at like 2 o'clock.
God.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
She trying to send you to jail.
It's like in the early 2000s, so it ain't like it is today where youngins running wild and shit. It was still a little. So I'm thinking, okay, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was on my way out of town. She pulled up on me at the gas station, get the number. I come back in town, take care of it. I called the house like a week later.
Her dad answered the phone?
Nah, mom did. Lucky dad. I don't know, he probably got a pistol. But she was like, yeah, my daughter's only 17. I appreciate you don't call my house. I was like, I'm sorry. I would never do it again. I would lose this number. Now I check ID.
And you said
what would happen if you would have ran back into her after that?
Well, she was legal.
But he said
but she wasn't. But she was still 17.
So she was playing R. Kelly when she pulled up on him.
Yeah.
Was she playing AJ nothing but a number?
No, I would have done
that. That's a giveaway.
By the way.
Yeah, that theme song you rolled up to just let me know I need to ask you a certain couple of questions. Yeah, but yeah, it's a crazy situation. I mean, R. Kelly, I didn't know he was as screwed up as he is, but all the stuff that's come out, I still hearing the story about him with the young boy now. I'm like, wow. But I mean,
At this point, you could tell me so many things about R. Kelly, and I would not be surprised, especially when I heard his brother tell the story.
see, I didn't really get too far into it once I saw the tape and.
And see, that's my thing. I didn't watch the documentary because I felt like, for me, the majority of us already knew the situation with Aaliyah. Let us know how he wrote. I mean, you can't be surprised 20, 30 years after he came out that he feel like age ain't nothing but a number. You can't be surprised that he likes young girls when he married Aaliyah when she was 15, and it has been said that she was pregnant by him, and he obviously knew how old she was. So we can't be but so surprised. So that documentary, I felt like it was gonna tell me stuff I already
Yeah,
knew.
I mean, I don't really get too engulfed in it. It is what it is. It's crazy, fucked up people in this world, famous or not famous. And, he's famous, and that makes it more talked about and more news. So I mean,
And we all know somebody. We all know those old dudes that used to come up to the hospital to pick up the young girl. We know.
I used to aspire to be one. Like I'm gonna do what that whole.
And then when you got that age, you wasn't thinking nothing about those high school girls.
Damn right. But some of those people, they don't have the ability to deal with a woman their age because they can't hold a conversation or even relate to be able to talk to a woman. They don't respect them and don't even look at them as equal. So they can only get those young ones that self-esteem is low or they don't.
Right. Somebody they can manipulate.
Yeah, I was in that game. But yeah, it's a complicated situation because it goes back, as we always talk about, it goes back to the home and what you get taught at home and what you know is right and wrong. And unfortunately, in some of those situations with R. Kelly, some of the folks in the home are the ones that push the young ladies into that situation. So I don't know, man. It's no easy answer. It's an ongoing issue in this country, not just with R. Kelly, but the families, kids, women, children. But yeah, that opened up a whole other can of worms about stuff. So we want to get real about it.
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead on your soapbox. You know you love being on your soapbox.
Yeah, I ain't been on the soapbox in a while, but I mean,
You on the soapbox every week.
Right.
it's not a long time. I ain't done my 5-10 minute rants.
I mean, you still drink? You drinking the maraschino cherry?
I don't know what I'm drinking. I'm sipping on this Corona right now. I might crack that Maker's Mark. I don't know.
Ooh, you getting
You
fancy.
get that Maker's Mark, you're gonna be in somebody's bush.
You got $40?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
He said, "Yeah, man, I'm good."
I got 6 cars out already. I'm good.
You got your $40 tapping fee, nigga?
I just might, just in case.
You want some more maraschino?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some on.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't really want to get on my soapbox. I'm feeling good. I don't want to get too deep.
Oh, you don't want to get angry because you be getting angry.
I'm getting passionate.
When do you give those soapboxes that are like good soapboxes? When do we get those? Sometimes we don't really get those often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often. It got to be something that's because there's so much fucked up stuff going on in the world right now that no matter if somebody does do something good, it's so much negative that you don't even think about the good that's being done. So
you love your anger though. That should be hilarious.
It's funny because you be so serious and we just be looking at you.
Because I watch because now I don't engage as much on social media because I'm trying to avoid social media jail.
By the way, I noticed.
Well, what did you do?
Now they said that if I do something else, I'm gonna be on restriction.
Yeah.
Facebook is some haters.
Yeah, that's why I've been.
You know what? I think they're just going through the crew.
They are. I told you, y'all guilty by association, man. I've been tagging y'all in the post, and now they putting the whammy on y'all too. But it's just a combination of what's going on in society that we don't relate to each other. We don't communicate with each other. We're of the instant gratification and instant text messaging. And I was watching some show, listening to a psychologist, and they was talking about, how the younger generation is more used to texting because it's like when they're in a relationship, girlfriend and boyfriends text more because you don't feel like you can get humiliated or embarrassed because you have the phone in between you and not speaking to that person directly face to face.
I feel like it's lazy.
Well, I mean, it's all they know.
Yeah.
Like I said, we had text messages back in the day when you had to hit the button 3-4 times. So
Yeah,
we're good at texting, but we also like to use the phone sometimes. So
I'd rather in person.
I know some folks come. I mean, I still got a house phone.
I do too. I have a house phone, but I have children. Well, one kid with me now. But he gets his phone taken all the time. So I need to make sure if he's in the house, he can dial 911 or something.
Yeah, but it's just that.
You get the one from school?
Huh?
The school takes his phone?
No, I take it.
Oh.
I'm still that mom. You got a lot of parents that don't take phones. I take phones.
I mean, I don't understand as a parent
how you don't take the phone.
Nah, how you don't choke the little motherfucker out when they need to be choked out. I don't understand this mentality of I'm not going to spank my kid because I don't want them afraid of me.
Oh, I want them to be afraid. They're supposed to be afraid.
They have to have this.
They have that fear.
You're right. They have to
is
fear
key.
you.
Like
Because if they don't fear you as the authoritative figure in their life, they're not going to fear authoritative figures as an adult. And we already know that that's the problem.
So growing up, they used to tell me I was mean to my nephews and sisters and stuff, and I was like, why? And they was like, because, you do mean, you're heavy on the discipline. I was like, I once told my sister, she was like, I don't like you. I was like, you don't have to. I'm your brother. I don't need you to like me. I just need you to respect me.
We grew up in I'm not your little friend. That's what we grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not uncle too. I posted a picture on Facebook probably about 5 years ago of my nieces and nephews getting out of school, and all of them was in trouble, and all of them was getting ass whipping, and all of them was sitting there in the car like, this nigga about to beat my ass. Like, you damn right. Because you gotta have that discipline and let them know, that there are repercussions that you not acting right or you not doing right. And without that, you're gonna have nothing, man. You gotta have discipline in order for them to know the do what's right from knowing what's right and wrong and acting what's right and wrong are two different things.
Right.
And they can know what's right and wrong, but if they don't have that discipline or that fear to know that if they do the wrong thing, there's going to be repercussions behind it, then it's pointless. So,
I mean, you saw I told you I was about to beat my nephew up at his party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Hey, same thing. Chuck E. Cheese. Told one of my nieces when they were young, I'll beat you in front of the little mouth.
But I feel like if certain people should have been beat a long time ago, and that's why they act the way they act. With that said, I'm not trying to say he should have been beat, but let's talk about wrestling.
Oh.
In this dress.
No, he should have been beat.
Not saying that.
No, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I'm clearly saying it.
What is he doing? First of all, as a man, if you want to wear a dress, and that's your desire, okay, cool. I understand that, but I don't understand Russell.
One, I don't.
Did you see what he was wearing?
One, I don't understand that.
It's not even cute for like drag
so
if
let me.
You were a woman like.
So can I change what you just said?
Mm-hmm, go ahead.
As a straight man.
Maybe he's trying to tell us he's not straight.
As a straight man, if you portray yourself as a straight man and you have on a dress, I have to question it.
Sure.
Unless you're in Scotland, you're wearing a kilt.
But it's not a kilt.
No, that's a dress, nigga.
It's a linen dress. One of the ones that back in the day, the little girls used to.
I thought the nigga was going to prom.
It don't look like prom. It just looks like he's frolicking in lavender fields or something. It's ugly.
It's ugly.
It's ugly.
So I can't. And once again, if you are gay, you just say you're gay.
I think he tagged Kendrick in it.
And then
Kendrick looked like he's trying to throw shade at Kendrick, and I'm like, bro, you're in a dress. Why are you? How are you throwing shade at another man and you're in a dress? I'm confused.
It just wasn't a good look. I mean, he'd be a horrible looking drag queen.
bad. It was the
Yeah, having triple double.
it was the
I mean,
ugliest little skirt
I
ever saw.
honestly, if you want to do that, I mean, you might as well go ahead and play for the WNBA. You probably have like a triple double.
It was
Like I just say, you know, he's gay. You know, I don't care what you do on the court, off the court, yada yada yada. But I don't get it. I mean, I understand you're gay. You know, that's your thing.
Well, no, I don't think he's gay.
No, I'm not speaking. I was speaking.
In general, okay.
Well, I actually cut my own thought off. I was about to say like the dude Billy. That's who he reminds me of, and that Billy Porter.
But Billy would not wear that. That's ugly. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Like even
I
men.
don't care if it's ugly. It's the point that he's wearing.
What I'm saying is, it's bad enough you got on a dress, but then it's ugly. Like what?
Let me tell you something like this.
Billy would not wear that. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you like this. So let's keep this 100. Dennis Rodman did some weird shit.
He did.
But Dennis Rodman brought home championships. So no matter what he was doing, that's just Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was in full drag and a wedding gown.
Yes.
And wasn't he on Times Square that day?
Yes.
It was a mess. But Dennis Rodman, we knew he was weird. Bro. We know Russell's weird. But
here's the thing. Dennis Rodman never let his weirdness affect his ability to bring home what? Championships. You're not if you ain't got one NBA ring, you better not even show up in a clown suit.
Why? He can't wear a dress.
Because he said no, because you showing that you more about distraction than about your team.
That man can't dress a drag unless he got a championship. If you get a championship, you can wear all the dresses you want.
Yeah, that's according to 151. Yes.
We knew Dennis was different. He did a full publicity stuff for his book.
Yeah, he did.
And
Dennis used to bring around drag queens and set NBA players up for failure for fun.
That's so wrong.
Hey,
something wrong with Dennis.
Don't get
twisted.
You gotta look. If she can palm basketball just like you might want to hold up a little bit before you know.
Especially if Dennis introduced you.
Yeah, I'm thinking twice. I'll be like, man, I'm going to the bathroom. You need to go to? Which bathroom you going to?
Nigga, y'all both. If y'all both going in the men's bathroom and she going into the stall.
You need to check all kinds of things on her.
Dennis thought
that was funny.
John sorry that Dennis used to set the rookie niggas up all the time. It's wrong, but it's funny though.
Something was wrong with Dennis though.
I mean,
but you knew that on the court too.
But yeah,
like he was a little extra aggressive.
After 6 months, he went
out. Common, naturally.
Yeah, but he had some bad chicks too.
Yeah.
So
Carmen was cute. Yeah.
Carmen was cute. Yeah. Carmen was sexy.
Carmen was one of my. Yeah,
we already know because you love you a good fine white woman, don't you?
Fine white woman.
Was she Spanish though?
Yeah, she was mixed.
Yeah.
Prince had that too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can have that Prince had. I'm telling you, like the freaking shit that purple motherfucker.
I mean, Dennis was too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How freaking Prince was. If I say that about Prince, that is probably.
So here's the thing. Now when you said that, like, damn, she done had Prince and Dennis Rodman.
We know what Carmen is.
So I'm thinking, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna pass on this.
Carmen is serious, okay?
WD-40 to take
No, that's that chick you wake up in the morning and she got you handcuffed to the bed.
I never like handcuffs.
She got you handcuffed. She don't care.
I tell the chick.
Before you go to sleep, you gonna be like, baby, I don't like handcuffs. You gonna wake up, ching ching.
Okay, boo.
One hand under my pillow. You gotta yank mom. That's it. Ain't nothing sexy about handcuffs. I'm sorry. You been locked up. Ain't nothing sexy about it. Even
I don't think you're gonna deal with Carmen then. How about that?
She can get locked up. I like to use my hands.
So yeah, I bet you like to choke.
Only one hand.
So yesterday.
Sometimes, see, this is what we talking about.
So yesterday was 9/11.
Yes.
Um, I always hate when 9/11 comes, the day, because then people post shit and dumb shit. Oh, the hitting the towers was fake, and
Oh, you talking about that?
stuff like that. And regardless of how you feel, men and women lost their lives.
Exactly. Regardless of the reason why they lost their lives, the fact of the matter is they lost their lives.
As a New Yorker, that was the worst day of my life because during that time, I was in Atlanta. I was working with KB Toys. I was in Atlanta for my first manager meeting. After this, we stopped going to managers meetings out of town. But I was out of town. Was in Atlanta for. It's actually the first time I went to Atlanta, and was there for a managers meeting. We flew in 9:10, and I woke up to an airplane hitting the World Trade. Um, I couldn't call none of my family in New York,
Nope. Nothing worked.
and then the plane went down by the Pentagon. So at the time, we had two-way pagers. So my assistant is texting me what's going on, and he tells me about the plane that hit down by the Pentagon. He said the
Right.
whole mall shook.
Yep.
He's in Boston. That mall shook as well as Pentagon City. So my former assistant is in Pentagon City, and he's like, "Yo, the mall shook. I don't know what to do."
Right.
So I was like, "Close." I was like, "Text him back and tell him to close the store."
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was like, "Don't I gotta call somebody?" So I texted him back, and I was like, "No, because everybody that could fire you is here with me in Atlanta, and none of them bought a cell phone charger. I'm the only person that actually has a cell phone charger." This is before smartphones. Your phone used to stay good for like 3 to 4 days because we was only supposed to be there for like 2 days.
Right.
So no one bought a cell phone charger. So I'm like, I was like, one, you can always blame it on me, and two, all the people that could fire you don't have phone service. They want to know if you closed the mall or not.
Right.
So I was like, close the store.
Right.
And several years ago we had when we was part of the True Radio Network, and we was in one of the group chats. There was a dumbass in there, and that dumbass decided to. He was like, "Oh well, the World Trade was fake," and all this. Like I'm from New York, so I've been on the train where we had to get off the train because there was always attacks on the World Trade Center.
Yes. That was
So
not the first.
yeah, that wasn't the first.
Like it is,
I was there the summer when the blind nigga blew up the vans in the parking lot of the World Trade.
Right.
I remember riding the train. I'm coming in from the Port Authority, and they're like, by the way, this train will not be stopping at the World Trade because there's a bomb threat.
Yeah.
Like that was a serious thing.
And then somebody flew a plane into, was it the World Trade Center or it was Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, these type of things.
So these things happen. So when people state how fake and all this other stuff is about it, like I get really offended because I really know, and at the end of the day, a lot of people lost their lives.
At the end of the day, it was a tragic moment.
Yes.
Whether you feel it was constructed by these people over here, by our government, regardless, it was tragic.
So I saw a post today actually. Well, first of all, I think it was like, if you think, instead of saying 9/11, he said, if you think 9-1-1 was real, I was like, nigga, that's not.
That's not what that's what you call.
Yeah, that's what you call. And he was like, that's like saying there's a war on COVID. I work in healthcare.
There's a war
on COVID.
it
I've seen people die. I've seen my intensive care unit filled up with bodies. I had to go through training and then get my staff the proper training on how to clean a COVID room. I've cleaned a COVID room myself.
My nephew has COVID right now.
So when people say like it ain't real, like get the fuck out of here with that.
As far as 9/11, one thing I posted was years ago. I posted on September 12th. I said everyone talks about never forget 9/11. In wake of all the tragedy, September 12th, the vibe of our country was so different.
Yeah.
It was so people spoke to each other. People came together.
Yeah.
Unlike anything that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Our country was actually unified on September 12th of 2001. Now, oddly enough, September 11th, 2001, I was pregnant with my daughter, who will be 20 this year. So, obviously, 20 years ago. And my ex was in the military. And I just had my baby shower for my daughter. I was in Norfolk, Virginia. Obviously, I went to Norfolk State. I have a bunch of friends down there. I live down there. And it was pretty scary to be down there because all we heard was the planes. And if you don't know, yes, the Navy has planes. They have probably more planes than the Air Force. Those aircraft carriers are usually filled with planes. Those are Navy planes. They fly out onto the ships. Immediately, when the first plane hit, I was watching TV and I saw the building burning. When the second plane hit, I watched it live, but I was looking like, wait a minute, is this footage of the first plane hit? I was like, no, that's the second building. Wow, right? Then they had to send all the ships out. I was at my old roommate's house. We were roommates on campus in the dorms and in college and everything, but this was her apartment, her townhouse. And it was myself, my roommate, my old roommate, her cousin, her cousin's best friend. All four of us had Navy men.
Damn.
All four of us got one call after another. We going out, we going out, we going out. One of my friends, who was in the Navy at the time, just posted how one of the ships at George Washington was out, like just on like a couple days. They sent them immediately to New York.
Yeah.
The George Washington had to go up there, along with the Comforter Hospital ship. They were there assisting people, treating people. You know, we were young.
It was crazy.
We were young, and to deal with something that tragic.
It was the worst. I've been in bad situations, but my cousin worked at the Pentagon.
Yeah.
To be out of town and not to be able to reach your family in New York.
Right.
And then not be able to reach your family in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get, like I said, the only technology that actually worked at the time was the two-way pager.
Right, because everybody didn't have those. But cell phones, matter of fact, house phones weren't even working. I kept trying to reach my dad because I'm from here. You know, my family's here. My mom worked downtown. There were rumors of bomb threats downtown. My mom, I didn't know she was off of work that day. She was at the dentist.
Yeah.
But I'm calling her office. It said it was disconnected.
Yeah.
I'm calling the house phone. I'm calling the cell phones. I'm blowing them up. I can't reach any.
We was getting busy signals. So for like
right, but
2 days.
Downtown, disconnected.
Yeah.
The house phone, busy. The cell phone, you cannot reach the what? What do you mean?
Mine was the opposite because I actually was, like I said, watching it live. But I was actually luckily I was able to get through to my mom and my sister, make sure everybody was good before the whole shit went down.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I remember the day perfectly. It was Tuesday. I was off from work. Normally I'd be watching a movie or Sports Center or something, just recapping, what went on. But I was watching the news.
Right. And I was watching the news. I never watched the news.
I was partaking in some herbal medication early in the morning.
Of course.
So turned the news on and it's like, yeah, plane flew into the World Trade. So I'm looking at it, seeing the smoke. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm watching.
Right, and you see
boom,
the
other plane. I'm like,
right, you're like, hold up. Did I just see this live?
That shit just happened. I'm watching. I thought I was watching the news like that. Shit really happened.
So on the True Radio Network page several years ago, a dumbass put, I think it was the Fresh Prince moonwalking on the Twin Towers as it was falling, talking about it was fake. You know who this dumbass is. It's only one person that would do that. Phil.
Biggie.
So it was Phil who did it, and I just stopped really fucking with him because I honestly.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that dude on my.
But it was just so, and I think I wound up when I wound up seeing him. I said, "Dog, don't. That's just disrespectful."
Yeah.
I'm a New Yorker. Like at the end of the day, nigga, I don't care how long I lived in. That's my hometown.
Right.
That's disrespectful to the men, the women. Like Marvel Comics was affected.
Right. Everybody.
Comic books were affected by what happened, and hip hop was affected
Everybody.
by what happened. You know, if you listen to what's the name, they bleep out blowing up like the World Trade.
Yeah, they took it out.
Yeah.
And he was talking about that one obviously because he wasn't here.
No, but
he was talking about the previous explosion.
He's about to when they put the blind guy, they put the bombs underneath.
Right.
So that's how much it affected our lives.
Right.
And it's just crazy. You know, like I said, no matter what your conspiracy theories is, the building fell.
Right.
There were
people.
In that building, but not only that, but there were first responders that raced up in that building to get people out. Like, if you don't have the courage to say, "I'm going in there," because I don't even know if I have that type of courage. I'll be honest with you. To go somebody to pull people out is something totally different.
There was a documentary that was done by two brothers. You remember that documentary? This documentary done by two brothers. They were doing a documentary on a firehouse for New York, right? Before 9/11. And they were supposed to be following everyone in this firehouse, especially the workers in this firehouse, the one that's closest to the World Trade. That was their job. So they were doing. And they were following them. 9/11 happens. They go along with them. They're standing downstairs in the World Trade, and you hear the building's burning up above. You hear boom, boom. Those are people jumping out of the window.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Being
burned.
That was so scary. That's when the whole video got real.
I know what you're talking about.
And then they were trying to go upstairs. They were trying to pull people out. They were trying to help. Craziness.
People don't realize, and I remember the story you're talking about. So people were jumping out. They'd rather jump and hit the pavement than be burnt alive. And I don't blame them.
So that's like the worst feeling ever, to be burned like that.
Yeah. And you're not dying right away. You're literally just burning. So, you know, if you jump off the World Trade, you know, by the time you hit the ground, you're already dead.
Yeah, because they're up high.
Yeah. And that's, for you to say, you know, I'd rather just hit the ground than to be burnt, that's some deep shit.
But I do feel like it's real disrespectful where every year 9/11 comes around and people are focused more on the conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory or not, as
keep
far
that
as
shit to
what
yourself.
happened, but it's not even keep it to yourself. I have my thoughts about why it happened. I can't deny what happened after, you know, those planes or whatever people want to call them hit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, lives were lost.
And some of you people with conspiracy theories, y'all niggas ain't even got a 6th grade education, but now all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe your mathematics about what it takes. Get the fuck out of here.
Some people felt like it was a bomb. Some people felt like it was this. Some people, okay, there were people in the building.
The people in the building that fell.
The building came down.
I have my own theories.
Right. But at the end of the day.
But don't dishonor the dead who passed away.
At the end of the day, people died. And it was tragic. It was like the whole country had PTSD because of this. Like, real talk. We were shook.
Yep. So.
No planes. Oh, by the time after seeing that, The next time anybody got on the plane, what was going on?
It took me 10 years.
People was eyeballing everybody on the plane. Like, real talk, we were a country with PTSD.
The thing, it took me almost, actually, I hadn't been on a plane up until the first time I went to Miami 4 years ago. That's how long it took me to get over being on
Yeah,
a
it took
plane.
me a long
Because the day I flew out on 9, I literally flew out on 9/10 from National Airport.
Right.
9/11 was the next day. And then I had to leave by myself. Like, my man already paid my ticket for Miami. I'm all amped to go, and then it hit me. And then I'm like, then I'm nervous and I'm scared.
Yeah, get on a plane. Oh.
And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then I downloaded some movies. I put my headphones in, and then I made it. And even now, I not like real talk, I still get nervous. I used to fly with no problem because I grew up flying from New York to Virginia, from New York to DC all the time. So when niggas be like, oh, I'm scared to get on the plane, I never had that fear up until 9/11. And even now, when I get on the plane,
like if we hit turbulence, I'm looking at everybody. I'm just nah.
I never really had an issue after 9/11. I always had the mindset when you go, because I used to fly a lot also. And then I had the mindset, once the door closed, either one or two things is going to happen. You're going home.
Or you go home.
Yeah, but if you go to that other home, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do.
That's why
But I mean, I'd be knocked out sleep on the plane, and then when you hit that turbulence and you sleep, oh my.
I can never sleep on the plane.
Oh, I'll be knocked out.
I used to. Can't anymore.
I tried to sleep.
I purposely make myself in the situation.
I just get twisted now.
I like looking out the window.
I do too, but I'm knocked out most of the time on purpose.
I used to fly to Houston. It's like a 3-hour flight. Even if I was flying out like at 6 in the morning, I party all night.
Houston is not a 3-hour flight, nigga.
Well, it's a 2-hour flight, but 3 hours when you count the hour.
No, it's like a 5-hour flight.
Oh no, you can get there.
You can get there 2 hour direct flight. Yeah, direct
'Cause
flight to UW.
I fly to Dallas often.
Yeah.
I went to when I went to let me. I flew on Spirit. Never. When I went to Austin, it was more like a 4 or 5 hour flight.
Oh, some continental baby.
Austin should be 3. Austin should be about 3. Because Dallas, from here to Dallas, maybe about 2.5. Austin should be about 3.
Yeah, because in Houston it's a 2 hour flight because an hour difference between 3.
Right.
Yeah, I never really thought of flying. Like I said, I take my medication beforehand. Give me a drink.
I like that he's saying like it's
like the road like this.
Meditation, man.
So I was shouting out 9/11, all that other good shit. So yesterday, I was at a festival. Shout out to DJ Greg. And there was an old new school / rapper there. So y'all know the rapper Mims. This is why it's hot. And I thought, damn, I should get my camera out, take a picture. When I watch the film, this performance should be good.
He only had that one song.
He had that one song. That was the main one I know him for. This is why I'm. I think he had a follow-up song, but
I can't remember.
But this is why hot is what I know him for. I think I even bought his album.
Really?
That was
a good one.
I was, he's from New York. I'm from New York. The album
That's
was
the
trash.
only reason why you bought it.
Yeah, pretty much. The album was trash. It's garbage.
I saw him in like a performance. I can't remember where.
So he performed This Is Why. He did his other song and he did another song and he did This Is Why I'm Hot. And then when he got to the last verse, This Is Why I'm Hot, he was like, oh, y'all gotta forgive me. I can't remember my last verse.
But was he drunk? Was he high?
Not that I know of. It was a 420 friendly event. So now did I witness him smoke? No. But I'm not looking for that nigga to smoke.
You had one job.
You ain't never lied.
One hit.
You ain't never lied.
From 20 years ago. Your one thing that you pull up in the club and getting cheeks and you were spitting rhymes from that joint. How you gonna forget the third verse? You ain't have to go that far to get the chick to the house. You gotta do the first two, and it was over.
Here's the crazy thing though, nigga. I wouldn't even know the third verse if you didn't say you fucking forgot the third verse.
Niggas didn't know it had the third verse. The third verse of that motherfucker. Shit.
Man.
I thought it was just a house.
That's real
I was like, real talk. Shout out to Gilly the Kid. I've seen Gilly perform all his joints before. I've never seen Gilly forget a verse. And his energy's always been good. I don't care if there's 1 or 1 million in the fucking room. I've seen Gilly perform.
Let me tell you something. That song, This Is Why I'm Hot, was the only reason why he was there. For him not to know that song, and that's the only reason why you're there.
Yeah.
That's kind of bad.
It's no, it's not kind. It's fucking very bad. You're trying to be polite about it. No, that's
Look for what? I gotta be polite sometimes because y'all say I was mean to something.
Nah, that shit's fucking terrible. And then to be in New York, nigga, at that, like the home of hip hop. You from the birthplace of fucking hip hop.
But first of all, you can't even hold him to that because
yes, I can.
No, when he was hot, he wasn't holding up to no type of New York. I'm from the birthplace of hip hop standard. He wasn't holding up to that then. We can't hold him to that now. We just need to hold him to this verse.
That nigga was born. I was in the birthplace of hip hop.
Yeah, but when he came out, he wasn't fly for real. He said, "This is why I'm hot," but he really wasn't all that hot, you know.
I mean, his lyrics was never been great.
They weren't good at all.
They were probably a C-.
When you go back and listen to the song,
they're probably like a C-, D+.
If it wasn't for the hook,
but that's another thing I got an issue with is that nigga, you don't even have a complicated style.
No,
like if Nas forgot something, I'd be like, oh, well, that's not. Nas should be saying some complicated shit.
I can't remember Nas shit.
You know, I gave you power. He rapping about it. Nigga, Nas made a song called Rewind. Rapping in reversal still matters.
Song, honestly.
So if he forgot a bar in that, I could be like, yo, I'm good. Cause that's some hard shit.
But if you have a set, like in true artist fashion, if you have a set and you know you gonna perform X, Y, Z, then guess what you should know?
You should know that song. I just know this.
That's not professional.
I just know this even before verses. Redman and Method Man, when they perform together, they damn near do their whole fucking catalog.
They do.
I've heard niggas be like, yo, you need to see Red and Meth at the Howard Theater. Them niggas is phenomenal. I know from the Hard Knock Life tour, niggas didn't even want to go out there. The reason why they had to go first is because niggas didn't really want to go. Jay and them didn't want to go after Red and Meth. It was like, nah, fuck that shit. Put them niggas out first and put somebody else something, and then I'll go.
Yeah.
Because them niggas was that fucking good.
And it's so funny because like if you watch them on Versus, they were done.
That's what I'm saying. It's Red and Meth. Them niggas is high all the time. And here's the thing though. Red and Meth, them niggas know each other verses. They ain't even if Method Man is from Shaolin, Staten Island, Redman's from New Jersey. But I guarantee you, Redman was knowing Method Man's parts as much as Method Man knew Redman's parts. That shit's phenomenal. If you ever seen Jada and Styles perform, which I've seen when we went to Philly with Gilly, them niggas was back and forth. When Styles do a song, Jada's his hype man. When Jada do a song, Styles his hype man. Like, and them niggas was blazed. Them niggas got blazed before the show.
Well, we see why Mims is a one-hit wonder.
That's not even. We even call him a one hit because he don't even know because he don't know the third verse.
But we see why he's a one-hit wonder.
I was just so disappointed because I just remember the great conversation we had with Sunshine Anderson about being a one-hit wonder and about all the stuff that she was able to do and all this other stuff. And nigga, you afforded the same fucking opportunity, and you're gonna tell me you don't know your fucking third verse?
Like I said, it's the only reason.
That's bullshit.
That's the only reason why he was there.
That's like a porno star, like, yo, I'm coming in, I'm about to fuck the shit out of this chick, but I got a limp dick.
What? Wait.
That's my dick.
Wait. How did you go to the porn star?
because he's just so extreme with it.
Oh my god.
I just feel really disrespectful for being from New York that he did that. For
So
real.
you took a person. Okay.
I didn't want to take a picture with. I didn't even take
No,
a
I'm
picture
saying
of
you took
recording.
it personally.
Yeah, definitely. You know, from the home of hip hop, we set a standard. Like, did you not watch the Dipset Locks battle? It's a standard. And then you set us back 20 years. Y'all niggas wonder why the South winning? Because the niggas like him.
All right, real quick. Let's talk about this Big Brother. Y'all heard about this?
No, what's up?
Okay, let me tell y'all. So I don't watch Big Brother. Don't. I remember when it first came out. Big Brother's on season, I think 23, 24, something like that. Right. So Big Brother traditionally has always had a white winner. Always had a white winner. And we're not talking about Big Brother celebrity. We're talking about just regular Big Brother.
You got a Big Brother After Dark.
I think that's just footage from Big Brother. Yeah, but it's the footage
it's
from
from- yeah,
the
they
show
show some
Big
of the
Brother,
extra,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So Big Brother this season, okay. So every Big Brother has an alliance, okay. So people have little secret meetings and they got plots and plans to get things together, right? Usually somebody breaks the alliance. The alliances are normally not successful. Well, this season, Big Brother decided to be more culturally diverse because the complaint was they don't have a lot of minorities. They start off
Because
with
they don't fuck with us.
They start off with like 12 people. 6 of those 12 people were black. Okay, already epic, right? Those black people, I think like on day 3, came together and decided to do what? Create an alliance. 6 black people. They called themselves the Cookout. Okay? Their plan was to not let anybody see them all together. And so they didn't come together, all 6 of them at once. And they said, attach yourself to one person outside of this group to make people think that you have an alliance with them. So they'll never associate you to us. And if you and your person, you and your buddy, you and your person that they think you have an alliance with, when they go up on the chopping block, we have the power to vote for you and get them out. It successfully worked for the first time ever. The last 6 people are the 6 people from the Cookout, all black people. So the Big Brother is going to be a black winner for the first time ever. There are previous Big Brother winners that are blown away. They are commenting, they're like, oh, this is a successful alliance. They're blown away. So now I want to watch the Big Brother because we're going to have a black winner. The last 6 people are the Cookout.
we're gonna see what happens. How they do the bottom and who's gonna be the winner now.
Yeah.
It don't matter because and it's so funny because this one girl, she was Latino and white. She was mixed. And towards the end, people start realizing there are no white people here. And the girl said, well, she pointed it out. And she said, well, I'm half white. Am I next? The Cookout said yes. She was gone. So this was the first time they had a successful alliance. It was an all black alliance. They made it through, and now we're down to the final 6, and it's 6 black people.
Well,
That's the story.
That is. One of the reasons I don't really watch shows like that because there's one too many black winners. And I don't like how they painted black people. But then again, I don't like how Love and Hip Hop paints black people.
That's why a lot of people say that this will make black people proud because it shows 6 black people
can be successfully being
working
together.
And they did it better than anybody has ever done.
Truthfully, we are some of the greatest hustlers and movers that a lot of us don't that we don't get credit for, and we don't get dropped. So real talk, CP3 hit me up the other day and was like, I want to get this, and so I can stream the game and do my post stuff from from the bar. When it's finished, all right, do what you gotta do. He went and did it. Like the drive of a black person, is very underestimated. Creativity, like real talk, all the neighbors was looking. Oh my God, what are you doing? And real talk is that there's a nigga down the street that has a joint.
So when you feel well, the call.
It's my older brother. She be watching the show. But like real talk, like these dudes, like there's a person down the street that has a big joint attached to his porch,
Like a screen.
like a 60-inch.
Yeah.
But is it a screen or is it TV?
That's TV.
TV.
And but to see how CP3 did it, people were amazed.
Yeah, do thing outside the box, man. Do what it's got to do. Got to keep expanding.
He made it look like
He made it like he was tailgating.
Remember in school when the teacher bring the TV out on the car?
You used to go get the joy too. I was always an AV dude.
And then Renegade actually came through and they just watched the game. He was gonna go to a bar, but he wanted to just come and watch the game.
Man, there you go. As I say, got food, got drink, got a game. What else more you need?
Oh Lord.
But it was just one of those things. People were stopping him because people, when they sleep on the ingenuity of what black people are capable of doing, it's amazing.
Yeah. So I don't watch Big Brother, but y'all go because, like you said, it's amazing.
Yes.
And we got our mind set on something, and and the fact that they stay loyal to each other. They stayed loyal to each other. They executed the plan. They did what they set out to do, and that was the first time in all these seasons of Big Brother that an alliance was successful. Number one, and it just so happened that it's an all-black alliance.
That's crazy. Man, that's amazing.
They call it the cookout at that. I love it.
Go down on the grill, baby.
And that's what they said. That's the reason why they came up with the name. Black people congregating with each other, and they said we grilling them.
Yep.
And they did. And it's so beautiful.
Why do you have to turn it to?
You notice I kept going, right? And then let me tell you something, and you'll probably appreciate it. This one black dude was finessing this white girl. I mean, and he was finessing her. And she was just eating it up. It don't matter, because guess what he stayed true to? His alliance, his cookout. So, hey.
Yeah, some coleslaw with cookout there.
You know what?
All right, though. So we're gonna yeah, we're about to wrap this up. I gotta be to work at 5 in the morning.
And plus, he getting hoish.
Hey,
you got your $40 ready, nigga? You going home or you going to Capitol Heights?
Still early.
If you get
I got
some of
my dog this week to make a little bit.
and he trying to lick me. Your dog. Yeah, he nasty, y'all.
You got a foot fetish?
Yeah,
I don't know where he got that shit from.
He was trying to lick my feet. He licked my arm. He keep looking at me like, hey, light skin. Right, he's like, hey, boo.
As long as you don't start humping your leg, you good.
Right? He too big to be doing that to me.
Yeah.
He knocked me over. I'm gonna be done then.
Your leg ain't gonna never be the same afterwards.
He only 70 pounds.
I'm telling
He too big to be jumping on me.
Man, my neighbor got a boxer that's 9 months old. That's 130 pounds.
Nah,
Already is high. That joint crazy. I was like, yeah, that joint.
Nah, I'm good on that.
No, it's a master, not boxer, master.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
9 months.
Because I was gonna tell you that boxer sound mixed, but all right.
Master, yeah, that joint.
Yeah, Mastiffs are big though. But Taylor better stop playing. I'm leaving here by myself, Taylor.
Okay. Go home and do it. You had all day out.
He like, hey boo. He lay up under me. CP3 dog trying to come home with you.
So next week we won't have a show. Renegade will be performing. And then the following week, I believe you have a guest that want to come through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I won't say who yet, but yeah,
Okay.
I
So,
told y'all.
yeah. So the plans changed for next week because originally I was supposed to have Chef Rock. I'm just gonna dial that back to October. I mean, I really want to get him on, but it's an opportunity for Renegade to perform. You know, we don't. I do want to invite y'all out too, so you just let me know. But I really don't have him perform in the DMV that much.
Right.
Because when he does perform in the DMV, I want it to be special. You know, I want it to be oh shit, this nigga's in the DMV. Like I will. Miami, we there. Atlanta, Philly, New York, we there. Like, and honestly, this is the first time in the DMV he's gonna perform this set.
Okay. Well, you gotta put the flyer up and invite people out.
I did. I'll tag you on that.
Yeah. Support Renegade, local artists, DMV artists. And we got a lot of people.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's at a private location, the same location where we did the Luke event at.
I'm well aware.
But none of those people are invited into this joint.
I'm not well aware of the
So it's gonna be nice. We're gonna have vendors out there. You know, we'll still have the pool out there, but we'll have vendors out there, food out there. Oh yeah, my moonshine man is gonna be out there. So I'm about to hit him up so I can bring that gallon with him that day.
I'll see at the sisters brunch next Sunday.
Yeah.
Depending on what time we get out.
That ain't till the event don't start till 3 o'clock, nigga.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Nigga, the joint ain't gonna start on time, so.
You know how many mimosas I had at the brunch.
You need to be at this. Trust and believe. I'm telling you now.
So you sure you sure because nigga you gonna have a whole bunch of mimosas and then there's gonna be a whole bunch of women in bathing suits because also swim.
That's why I'm saying to him, I'm trying to drop hints. You're not listening. You gonna want to be there because you was mad you missed the last event at that same location.
Now the difference is
Different people.
Yes. So you might not have a chick that'll look at you and start sucking your dick in the pool. However, you'll have a chick that you may be able to go on a couple of dates with, and then maybe y'all can work something out afterwards.
You know what? What are we gonna do with him? I swear, and that's just how he called you a hoe. Like, but you proving my point.
At this point in my life right now, I'll take that tag. Yeah,
you can't go on a couple of dates.
I'm gonna take the whole tag because
you can't go on like 2-3 dates.
I mean, I can. It's hard.
What? We don't want to know that. Don't tell us it's hard. That's nice.
Yeah. But
you share too much.
Times is getting hard right now. So I've been working
so
too much.
I mean, dog. I mean, you can't expect every girl to fuck on the first date.
I know. I don't expect that no more.
Oh, the second, because you was like 2 dates.
I mean, the second or third.
What?
And if you know you're gonna get a cheeks up and down, it don't make you a hoe if you fuck the first or second night. That's cool. I mean, you know what you want. I've had plenty.
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of that Usher song. The one for the strippers come get their money. That's what he say. He don't mind if you dance on the pole.
Yeah.
It don't make you a hoe.
No, it don't. It don't make you a hoe. I mean, you gotta get your money some other way. That you gotta do.
That's what you Usher brother right now.
I'm just saying, I don't ever call a chick that fucked me the first night a hoe. Like, you wanted some dick, we had a nice vibe, I gave some dick.
So that's one of the biggest myths that people don't realize. Because I guess we can end it on something on this note because when a real chick, if you feeling a youngin and y'all do what y'all do.
Yeah, be wrong.
Not every girl that you fuck on the first date is a hoe.
That's true. Not every girl. However, I just had this conversation with one of my boys. He was saying a lot of women are modern women, but they want traditional men. Then he said he wanted a traditional woman, right? I told him, you don't want a traditional woman. And he said, what you mean? Yes, I do. I said, a traditional woman ain't giving it up to you on the first date. She not giving it up to you on the second date. You don't want a traditional woman. A traditional woman gonna make you wait to get some. Yeah, but you just made it seem like you didn't.
No, I mean,
you wasn't feeling the weight.
Right now in my current state of heavy ball.
So what if you met a traditional woman right now? You never give her no time.
Oh, that's not If I talk to her and have a conversation with her and I realize, okay, it's worth me waiting for her, yeah, I do that.
Okay.
But if the chick
That is the first time you've ever said some shit like that.
yeah, because if it's a smash and dash, it's a smash and dash. But if it's somebody that I can have a conversation
But
with,
a traditional woman, you're not gonna want to smash and dash her if that's the case. If she's really a traditional woman and she shows you she got those values, you better not try to smash and dash because I'ma fight you because I don't like that. But I feel like a lot of people out here, they say they want certain things, but they're not providing it themselves.
yeah. Like I say,
Because if you be the traditional woman, are you gonna play the traditional man role?
yeah, that's what I do until they fuck up. That's what they normally do. They normally fuck up.
Oh my god.
Nah, because come on now, you know, I know most women don't admit it. When you give a woman what she wants or what she asks for, sometimes she don't know what the fuck to do.
I said a traditional woman.
Some of the traditional ones too.
Nah. You talking about a modern woman? The traditional woman ain't going out.
Traditional woman is living in a modern.
They hard to find. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Traditional women are hard to find, but so are traditional men. You don't know?
I don't know, man.
Because these men nowadays, we in September. September is supposed to be take a man on a date month.
No,
Traditional men don't do that.
Most of these, but traditional men, I consider myself a traditional man, but if it's, if you want to take me out,
Nah, traditional man ain't letting no woman pay for their date. They not.
I guess I'm not traditional.
No, you're not. We know you're not. We already got that.
I mean, I don't understand that whole premise and shit with dudes.
Still ain't like that.
Women, can't make fun of me and I need to pay. What kind of, how small is your ego or your dick that you have to control every aspect of the relationship? I don't get that. I mean, and women say they want equality. Okay, pay for that.
That's not necessarily a traditional woman, so we not talking about that.
Yeah, true. But I'm like,
Or traditional
all of the labels and all that's what really blows me. Be with somebody that makes you happy. You shouldn't have to put parameters on what type of relationship you're going to have. Well, I'm going to be with a man, but I want to
See, we were about to end the show, but now we have to transition to something else I want to talk about.
What that is?
That was the whole what Megan Thee Stallion was saying.
Uh-huh.
So basically, Megan Thee Stallion said that she likes making men uncomfortable. By the way she talks about sex and stuff like that, her vagina and her music and stuff.
But see, a real man isn't going to get uncomfortable by you saying something about it.
No, what's going on in that situation is that Megan is young, right? And unfortunately, a lot of these young modern women, they like that shock value. They like the attention that they get from the shock value. It's not necessarily that, the men are scared. It's because she's being crass, she's being vulgar. And she likes the response that she gets from people for being crass and vulgar. And she's very young, and unfortunately she's young-minded. As she gets older, she'll realize that ain't where it's at. The type of man that she probably would want to have is not going to be the type of man that's going to deal with that nonsense. I mean, let's be real. She don't have the best track record in men.
I mean, she has a man now, though. She has a man.
She doesn't have the best track record.
No.
And we don't know how long this relationship is going to last and how it may end. Look at her one relationship with the little shorty Bebop who was shooting at her or whatever he was doing.
Tory Lanez.
Whatever he was doing, he got mad and pulled a gun out in the midst of an argument with her.
That's what I said about the folks that's not men are going to be offended or take whatever she does.
I mean, she probably said something like, you short motherfucker, you got a little legs and a little dick or something.
He got a short man concept. He already got it.
But that's what I'm saying. But he responded in a way that was appealing to her from the get-go. If she's saying she likes that response, baby girl, you're not going to get the type of man that you really think you want, or the type of man that's going to do right by you by doing it.
I've been in that situation before where
really?
A female
do tell.
only thinks the way that you love her or show affection is by you arguing or getting mad when she says something or do something that's supposed to give you.
No, Megan wants the dude to be uneasy. That's the worst thing in the world.
And that's why I'm an asshole, because once I know that, I'm going to do the total opposite. That's why when I used to get in arguments, when the young ladies I was with used to try to argue with me, I don't argue. No, I don't argue. I sit there and roll them, let them yell, cuss, and fuss, and call me all the names in the book. And then when they ran out of breath,
They was probably telling the truth, but go ahead.
there was some truth to some of it, not all of it. So after they finished ranting and raving, I look at them straight in the face and like, okay, now that you finished, can we have a conversation? Or you want to continue cussing and fussing? Because I'm not going to engage in it. And young ladies would get mad at me. I'm like, so would you rather I sit in here cuss and fuss and say some stuff that's going to make you cry because I'm more of an asshole than you are? You're just saying stuff to get a reaction. I'm going to say stuff to go for the jugular. I go for the
And
win.
then in a sense, that's kind of what Baby's doing. She's just saying stuff to get a reaction.
Yeah, but that reaction you get that you want isn't necessarily the reaction you want to get.
Right.
And that's the thing, like you say, with these younger folks, they think that if you do X, Y, Z, then I want to do A, B, C. And like, nah, it don't work that way. I'm old school. Once I know your plan, I'm going to do everything in the world and foil it for you, but I'm going to let you see it right before it blows up in your face.
Has a woman ever intimidated you?
Yes, I have been intimidated. Sexually. Not in a relationship.
Oh, how did that happen?
She was a stripper, dog. She had a hell of a body. And I was just going over just to chill and smoke with Jay. I wasn't expecting to get none.
You be like,
No, for real, I was. I mean, I was attracted to her, but I knew I had to, you know.
oh, you
had
ain't
to
think
finesse
you
it.
ain't
I
think
mean,
you had a chance.
Yeah, at least that night.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we go over to Jay. She, you know, got off work. She asked me to come over. All right, you know, we can chill before. Smoking with Jay. Normally, I roll out and go home after she walk her dog after we chill out. She's like, why don't you stay tonight? Okay, I can do that. Luckily I had my, you know, my brother's with me. So I'm ready. She came out the shower. Now I didn't seen her naked before on stage, you know, but it was like different when she came out the shower. Oh, she came out naked, got in the bed. I'm sitting there looking at her. I'm like, hey. First time I bitched out on some pussy, I was like 17.
You were 17.
Yeah, she was a stripper. I wasn't gonna be in the strip club since I was like 15.
How old was she?
She was like 24.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but she was bad. She was bad too.
Oh
So you ain't hit?
Not that night. I went back a couple of years later.
Why are you 17 years old trying to spend the night at a 24-year-old's house? Explain that to me.
What? That was my life at that time. I was in the strip clubs at the age of 14.
Why?
Something to do. Remember, I was playing ball. I was still getting decent grades. I was playing ball. I was. You know,
What did your parents think you were?
Huh?
Huh?
Practice.
Not you wasn't. So much you gonna
Coach
spend
work is hard.
the night?
Coach work is hard. I was spending the night with Jimmy. Nah, I mean, when I was graduate, I was a senior, so I mean, like I was. You know,
Nigga, you was still illegal.
You were still 17.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a November baby, so I mean.
What that mean?
Nigga, you was still 17.
Yeah, but I was mature for my age.
What? Shut up. You ain't mature for your age now.
I regressed. I've always been in the older women, man. I've always hung out with older folks. You know, because I can't learn from somebody my
Did
same
she
age.
know your age?
Yeah. I told you, I'm
So she was I'm sorry, at 24 it was nothing
I
a
was mature
17-year-old
for my
could do for
age.
me. I don't care.
I had a good game. I told you.
I don't care.
You got to work down.
So how old was you when you finally did hit that joint?
I was 21. I turned 21, 22. I caught her in another strip club.
She was still stripping?
And she ain't stripping no more, but she was stripping.
I'm talking about
Yeah, I'm telling you what, 4 years.
only
Yeah, some girl said to give me like 10, 15
in the game.
Hey man, I've been on both sides. I told you, man, I used to do a little Mac and the Pippin back in the day.
You know what? We about to end this shit.
Oh my God, this is bad.
12 a.m.
What was going on at the Ramada Inn?
She said they was on payroll. That's all.
Bachelor party.
Oh my goodness.
Every week. My man ran the front door.
Okay, because Pimp CP3 is telling on himself at this point.
I mean, they tore it down now. So
oh my God. I'm going to just turn my head.
He had a good time though.
Yeah, I'm about to play a video. We out.
They made money. We made money. Everybody was happy. The man at the door got his.
Yo, we will be back in next week with the week after with a very special guest.
Oh yeah, Maji. This the one right here. Nigga, I came from the struggle. Came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle. To get where I'm at, it's a bustle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Nigga, I came from the struggle. Came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle. To get where I'm at, it's a muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Gotta stick to the code. Balance my high with my lows. Niggas gon' hate, I suppose. But when you the best, you the go. I guess that's just how this shit goes. D'Angelo Russell, the ice in my veins and bed in my flows. My heart is cold. Can't trust these niggas, not even these hoes. So I keep a poach just in case you want gold. But what do you know? I am the best in this bit. I'm really getting tired of addressing that shit. I'm at the top of the crust where I sit. The flows are too lit, yeah, you know I'm legit. Every song drop is a hit, I don't miss. I don't play no stop until I'm in the dish. Put me on your track, you won't even exist. Just like Rich homie, I keep going in. Soon I get the flow and no need to punch in. Once I lock in, then I'm gone with the win. I'm like a wizard when I grab the pen. Put words together, I'm making them blend. I always knew that one day I would win. Oh, you thought different, they go think again. They counted me out, even some of them can. Just like a flow, they just let it sink in. I don't got time for amends. I'm trying to buy me a Benz. Get me a house on the hill, I got time for no friends. They say I'm setting the trend. Vision mapped out, I don't need me a lens. Say what you want, I just grin. I know that you hating, there's love on the end. No need to pretend. See that I'm up, now you wanna be my friend. But it's too late, cause you wasn't back then. Came from the struggle. Came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle. To get where I'm at, it's a muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Nigga, I came from the struggle. Came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle. To get where I'm at, it's a muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to.
Hop on the beat, then I body this shit. Cause the ice in my veins got a young nigga cold. Cash on you niggas and none of you hoes. When money involved, they gon' switch up they roll. Give me a poke cause I heard niggas plotting. Shooters on go cause I know they been watched. Move out the move, I know they gon' cop. Hard in the paint like who gon' stop? I'm at the top of the shit. I ball like Jordan, don't need no assist. The jumper too wet with the flick of a wrist. Jug on the song so you know it's a hit. Pass me the ball, then you know it's a win. Hard in the paint, I'ma keep going in. Feel like the greatest, I'ma keep going in. I'ma keep it going in. How can I lose? I was destined for this. The flow is too cold, yeah, I'm destined to win. Flow off the top, I don't need me a pen. The love is too fake, I don't need me no friend. Chasing the bag, trying to count up the dead. They say that it's hate, but it's love in the end. Murder the beat, then I hop in the bench. Murder the beat, then I'm gone in the wind.